I'd be scared if I was Destiny going out and just sitting there.
I think he's going to be fine. Honestly, it is nerve-wracking though. I can imagine that it's nerve-wracking, but I think it's generally fine. I mean, look how far, you know, so many other people have gotten without any issues. So it's just that one-time thing. I think he'd be fine, but I would definitely be thinking about it. He's probably thinking about it. All right, there we go. Arc plays, what's up? All right, cool. People flowing in. All right, Gonzo, I'm gonna check your video. Sorry about that delay. Let me pop in there. And I am in. This is the first one of the day, right?
Yeah, this is still first set.
Okay, first set. Got you. All right, I'm ready.
Yeah, last of first set. But yeah.
This woman wanted Charlie Kirk written on her Starbucks cup, and they refused to do so. So here she is, already recording before she goes in to document her experience.
You want, 2, honey? 2? Okay. Hi, let me get a grande mint majesty with 2 honeys.
Oh, one thing I want to do, Gonzo, is I want to blur the address, please. But other than that, I could tell the video is good to go. It's pretty straightforward. But yeah, just blur that address and then we're Gucci.
All right, cool. I got it.
Cool. All right, I'll be here. What's up? Oh.
What do you want to call it, and what do you want the comment?
I want to call it Starbucks won't write Charlie Kirk. There we go.
All right.
Mini Jack Gaming in the chat. Oh, comment. Yeah, sorry. Like, we're getting ready to talk to my chat. Here we go. Comment is going to be quite simply, because I want them to find out the opinion from the long form. So I'm going to say, to learn more about this story, click the related video below the short. Simple as that.
Okay.
All right. Mini Jack Gaming, I see you in the chat. Gonzo, what are you doing in the chat? You're in my voice chat. King.
Get to work.
I'm in both.
Pixel Rat. Looney Dude. Renolin. Reno Las Vegas. Carl Feathers. Thank you guys for being in the Twitch chat. For YouTube chat, we have Arc Plays. Roger. Miguel. Enrique. Aaron. Leonardo. Damen. CB Daddy. What up? Atlantic. What is that? Allwine? Good day, Sa. What's up, fellas? All right, let me move. I need to move YouTube chat over. I just kind of have them separated. Is this the new Silent Hill, or is the new Silent Hill game out yet? The one that's in Japan? I don't think it's out yet, but it's coming. Love the 007 music. It's a vibe, for sure. You're awesome, stamp price. Thank you, man. Why can't I super chat? I don't know. Is it not allowed? Let me see. I'll test it. I shall test it. Let me see what up. We're going to test on my other account.
Away the lads. I'm here, lads.
Oh, yeah.
I am here. Beans and Toast Boys here.
Oh my god.
That's how I'm known now, apparently.
Do I have super chats enabled on this?
I mean, you could be known for worse things, I suppose.
Supers.
Yeah, like so much worse.
Oh, it's
I mean, but Beans and Toast is up there.
All right. That is now enabled. I had it disabled for some reason, but that is now enabled. Supers. So there we go. If you'd like to do super chats, that is enabled. We haven't had that enabled the whole time, but now it is. All right. Thanks for letting me know. Someone else was saying that the other day. Hey, Gonzo, there's a little bit of feedback coming through your mic, everything I'm saying. I know you can just mute the mic, but I do think it's something you should probably figure out at some point for streams and stuff. Oh, nice. There we go. Cool. Beans on toast. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Beans on toast. We're gonna make that like an emoji at some point.
We can have some 6-year-old empt in the Twitch chat.
Yeah. It's a shame because like what he's saying is like really cool, but he's spamming, so I still have to time him out. Bro, if you spam my chat, you're gonna get fucking timed out.
Oh.
I got it. 10 minutes. There we go.
Oh,
when I said I got it. What'd you do?
I timed him out like insta reflex. Like when I went the first. Ooh,
how much time?
Timing him out. It was 5 minutes.
5 minutes? Okay, whatever. 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It's all good. He gets it. Yeah, just don't spam my chat, bro. Please. I appreciate the message. Do you have a schedule on when you play games, or is it random? I'm supposed to play games Monday through Thursday. After all my stuff, and I'm just figuring out a new schedule right now, so that's where I'm at with it.
How did you find Skate yesterday?
How did I just heard that it came out because I've been covering, like, there's videos I want to cover about it, trying to get permission because there's some funny stuff that goes on in that. And I looked it up on Steam and it's free. I was like, oh shit, there we go. $5 super chat says keep from Alwine says keep up the good work and never waver. Longtime fan, appreciate what you do. Hoping to one day be a big streamer like you. I wish I was a big streamer, but you know what? Thank you. I guess I'm a bigger YouTuber than I'm a streamer. Yeah, like if you guys like all you guys have to do is say the chat one time, and if I choose to read it, I will. If you just spam the chat, then you're not going to be able to chat at all. So just keep that in mind. You know, I mean, all you have to do is say it one time, and then I will choose whether or not I want to read it or not. First live I've been to. I love all your shorts. Thank you. Thanks for watching, homie. Thoughts on Candace Owens? I think that she had a really close friend of hers, like a really close friend of hers, get fucking assassinated, and she's pissed. But I also think she's kind of like going nuts a little bit too, like she's going manic, you know. So which I understand. It just so happens she's like this massive influencer person, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, no, it's I understand. She's like her fucking one of her best friends in the whole world got killed. Gonzo, your mic is just like constantly on now. Something happened to it. Oh, there it goes.
Oh.
Yo, Twitch Prime, Mini Jack Gaming, thank you very much. Welcome to the sub club. Semper Fi, bro. Semper Fi, Roscoe. Always pie. What's your thoughts on Crowder and Piers? I don't know what in Piers means. But Crowder, I mean, he's pretty funny. I like him. He's been doing this shit a long time. He's built a big business on it. He's good at what he does. Piers Morgan. Yeah, I figured that, but he says what's your opinion on Crowder in Piers? Like, why would you write it like that? Why is Crowder in Piers? That's why I'm just like, I don't know what you mean, bro. Maybe he meant to say and, but he wrote in instead. I don't know. But now I'm just being presumptuous. He corrected, he meant on Piers. Okay. Oh, Crowder. Oh, Crowder's opinion on Piers. I don't know what he said. Crowder is a Canadian. I'm not sure why he and Piers even get airtime here. Is Crowder a Canadian? Shit, I never knew that. I do know that a lot of Canadians, they go like super American righty and they get a lot of attention for it. Americans just love to see someone from another country support righty ideas. It's rare. Carl Feathers in the chat. What's up? Joshua Hale. Go ahead.
I just found a video of a man who's burning the American flag every day Trump is in office, which is very nice.
That's expensive.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if he wants to buy those and burn them, then, I mean, this is America. Go ahead. I'll just call him a dumbass. I don't like it. I'll call him a dumbass, but I mean, that's his right if he wants to waste money and buy fucking flags just to burn them. Unless he's turned it into a little income generator for himself. Yo, we got a new follower. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah. Oh, Twitch is pinned at the top. If you guys want to watch on Twitch, that is pinned at the top. Can't believe I didn't have supers enabled. Oh, well.
Yeah, I also found I found a disgusting video, to be fair, of some Antifa protesters like terrorizing an old lady. It's like an old video, but
I saw that one. Yeah, it's resurfacing. I've seen that one before. A lot of times the old foul stuff will resurface and then be repackaged as something new that from a current like riot or whatever. 1 year in prison for burning the flag, Trump said. Yeah, I mean, I like Trump, love the guy, but that's one of the ones I have to disagree with because, I mean, I see it as freedom of speech, even though I think it's disgusting. You know, I was in the Marines, I went to fucking Iraq and shit. You know, like I have, you know, like a whole lot of love for the flag and our country. And every time I've ever seen someone burning a flag on video, it's always made me angry and disgusted. And there was a time when I was like, fuck those motherfuckers, dude. Like they should go to jail. But then I don't know. I've kind of just gotten older and thought about things. I'm like, whatever. I just won't look at it. I don't have to look. Okay. That's the thing. I don't have to look at somebody burning the flag. I'll just be like, what a fucking retard and move on. See, Mike in the chat says, yo, Stanimus, back from drinks with friends with my girlfriend. You seem to have the best setup for us to hang out with you. You have a good time. Do you have a good live so far? Huh. I'm not sure what you're asking. I apologize, but thanks for stopping by. Maybe you can reword it. Maybe you had too many drinks.
And like the background laugh track, you know, it's just one British guy chuckling.
Yeah, one British guy chuckling. $5 super chat from Joshua says, new to your channel. I gotta say, already a big fan. Keep it up, man. Will do. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate you. We're going to do this Monday through Friday. We're just kind of warming up right now. We're going to put together the show and try and get it shot as early as possible. Yep. I got a lib British guy that's my editor. And then I'm the righty American guy. So we kind of like balance each other out. We don't always agree. Mm-hmm. There are times where we just absolutely just cannot agree on something. Usually some authoritarian bullshit from the UK.
It's weird how it's like that. I'm more authoritarian than Stan is, but I'm also more liberal than he is.
That's why you're authoritarian.
Too much.
That's why you're authoritarian. It's because you're lib.
Yeah. I'm not too authoritarian.
Yeah, no, the reason why you're authoritarian is because you're a liberal. That's why you're authoritarian. That's why you want more rules. I want less rules. Less rules, not more rules. You want more rules.
Yeah.
I want
the correct
less rules. Less rules. Leave me alone. Holy fuck. $25 super chat from Miguel. Hey, Stan, I enjoy your channel. Keeping it 100. I'm on the opposite side of the political spectrum, but I enjoy getting a better understanding of everything. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. That should never happen in our country. I want to frame that shit. I'm screenshotting it. Because, bro, you have no idea how much I'm trying to earn this comment. Okay? I'm making righty content that lefties can watch and appreciate, learn from, and not get mad. Because I'm not trying to make you mad. I'm not trying to own the libs. It's all, you know, me and Archie mess around all the time, but I'm not trying to own the libs. I'm just trying to, like, I'm not trying to be Charlie Kirk either, you know? I'm just trying to fucking look at this stuff like a normal person. You know, I'm sure you know a bunch of righties and lefties in your life, and everyone's getting along just fine in the real world. Right? But what we see on TV and on the internet and stuff, it's like as if there's this fucking war going on. So I'm trying to represent like the normal lefties and righties. I lean righty. I have like Archie's lib as fuck. He's the most lib person I talk to the most. But I love Archie. He's great. I love him.
It's easy to just be able to have a conversation because we can appreciate each other's point of views. We're not wanting worse for the country. We're not wanting to cause pain to other people. We see the world differently. We have the same goal, which is to make a better world. We just have different ways to get there.
Yeah, different ways to get there. And also, we're not trying to change each other's minds. Instead, we have the conversation. It's like, okay, here's the righty perspective, Archie. Here's the way righty people are looking at this. Let's see if you can understand that. You don't have to agree. Just understand where they're coming from. And then Archie does the same thing back. We talk about this stuff all the time, and it's actually awesome. $2 super chat from Arc-like Legends. Glorious beard stand, very pirate-esque. Thank you. Yeah, I guess it is kind of pirate-esque. Pirate, Viking, you know? Bro, okay, the generosity is coming in. Gary with a Twitch Prime. Thank you very much for choosing me to give your Prime to. You're talking about cognitive empathy. That's a new word that I've never heard before. I'm gonna grok it.
Not a lot of people seem to have that these days.
Cognitive empathy. Cognitive empathy is the ability to understand another person's perspective, thoughts, or feelings by mentally putting yourself in their shoes. Yeah, that's exactly what I do. It involves recognizing and interpreting someone else's emotions or point of view without necessarily feeling those emotions yourself. Think of it as like mind reading with a focus on comprehension rather than emotional connection. For example, you might understand why a friend is upset about a situation by imagining their perspective, even if you don't feel their distress. Yeah. That's bro. Yeah, that's okay. I have a nomenclature for it now. Cognitive empathy. That's what I do. I just try and understand people so it makes me less angry. It just makes me less mad. I'm tired of being fucking outraged, you know? Like, it's being mad at everything all the time. It's annoying. I did that for a long time, and like I think I need to change cameras. But bam, there we go. That's a better camera. Yeah, I look at stuff, you know, like I'd look at people burning flags and shit like that, and it'd piss me the fuck off. And I'm like, fuck these motherfuckers, lock them up. Right? And then now I just be like, these are people that have been like psyoped to believe that this is Nazi land, you know? And like, I feel bad for them that they live their life thinking that they live in Nazi Germany when they really don't. It's actually not like that. They've been told that way so they could be controlled. A $5 super chat says, what are your thoughts on Tom McDonald and his song Charlie, Stan? I haven't heard that song yet. He got it out pretty quick. Tom McDonald is really good at harnessing the energy of right-wing Americans to promote his music. And he's a really good lyricist and rapper. And I think, and then also his appearance. You would think that he's a lefty by looking at him, but he's actually the exact opposite. He's also Canadian. I think initially people were like, hey, look at this exotic looking guy that you'd think would be a lefty, but supports us and says our message. So he got uplifted. That's my honest answer on it. I'm not 100% how sincere he is on things, but I do know that he's very good at marketing, and that's something I appreciate. I love good marketing. He's really good at marketing. And his music is fire. It sounds good. And the lyrics are powerful. They're exactly, they encapsulate exactly how righties feel, which is how you make good music. You know what I mean? What the fuck? Archie.
Oh my God. Damn.
All right, I'm sharing that with you guys. Today's payday for the editors anyways. $200 super chat from XR Proc says, it's all about humanity and just loving each other. Everyone just has to learn, just love one another, and everything else will fall in place. It's a beautiful thing when you want to live and take care of yourself. Love yourself first before you can help others. God bless America. I agree with you 100%. I will say this though. My concern is just that the only way that can work is if everybody agrees. And I don't think we'll ever get everyone to blanket agree on that. Some people just want to be bad. Bad people just want to be bad people. I wish that they wanted to be good people, but they don't. They want to be bad people. You know what I mean? So like, I wish that that could happen, and maybe it can happen for like a day, but then the next day comes and then someone's going to do something bad again. You know what I mean? So that's my honest thoughts in response to that. You know, it's like what that is right there. What you would love to see the world in is exactly the way I would like to see the world. And I thought that maybe we could do that someday. I was watching a lot of Star Trek, bro, and I was just like, bro, look at this perfect society they have. I wish we can have that. But then as like time has gone on and I've just learned more about humans and stuff, it's like it's just we're fucking beasts, dude, and we're always going to kill each other. It's upsetting, to be honest, when I come to these realities, because I honestly like so the best thing that we can do is, it can't ever be perfect, but we just do the best we can. We just do the best we can. It's never gonna, like, I've had this conversation with Archie. He wants this world to be this perfect world, and I'm like, bro, like, we're fucking so unpredictable, and something gnarly always happens. There's always setbacks. It's messy. It's unfair. It's aggravating because of just how like much chaos happens along with our progress, but we continue to progress forward anyways alongside chaos. So if I have to place a bet, I'm placing a bet that it's going to be a messy ride, but we're going to make it through to the end anyways. We're not going to blow ourselves up, and we're going to go fucking take over the universe. Thanks. Yeah, I love this shirt too. We're going to take over the universe, but it's going to be messy. What we're probably going to go do is, once we start going out, like we're always going to have problems on Earth, right? When we get out there, guess what we're going to do? We're going to colonize the fuck out of the universe, dude. We're going to, like, Helldivers 3. Okay? Yeah. That's what's going to happen. Helldivers predicted the future. We're going to go spread democracy. And I'll gladly support it too. Let's conquer the galaxy first. You know, and then the universe.
Democracy.
We're going to spread democracy, bitch. Yeah. For democracy. Ba 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 ba. Helldivers is fun, Archie.
Yeah, Jimmy keeps on telling me.
XR,
he keeps telling me.
XR Prox, thank you again for the $200 super chat and the great message for everybody. You know, so like, as long as we continue to try to make that happen, we get as far as possible. It's not going to be perfect the way we would like to see it, but at least we can get as much of that to be as possible alongside the chaos. That's the way I see those things. F World War 3. We're making Helldivers 3. Yeah. All right. Yeah, let's start looking up stuff.
Yeah.
What you got?
Well, we got quite a bit. I don't, not that this is really big news, but JB Pritzker posed for a photo with a
who the fuck's
charged
that?
Murderer. You know, he's the governor of Illinois.
Governor of Illinois. Oh, right, the one that Trump doesn't like.
Yeah. So he took a picture with a man charged with murder, and the righties are having their fun with that bit of news.
I grew up in Orange County, California. But then when I lived in Arkansas for a year as a kid, from like 9 to 10, because my sister lived there, and I just went there to live for a year. Then I lived in Texas for like a year. Then at 18, I joined the Marines, and then after, you know, did my time with Iraq. Did some time in like Fort Sill. There's the only other like state I spent time in while I was in the military. I did artillery training, and then after I got out, I moved to Colorado. That's my history for the context, since you're asking. All right. Trump plans $100,000 H-1B visa fee, up from just $2,000 to $500. Right? Yeah, they want to make a bunch of money off of it. So here's actually that's an interesting thing. I want to add this in the docket because I know a lot of righties are against this, but I want to explain why it's a good thing. Because there's a reason why they're doing this. Like, why would Trump be doing this if it's a bad thing, right? Like, because he's so against immigration. Here's the reason why. Is because, first of all, it's going to generate way more revenue, and because it's $100,000. Who's going to be able to afford $100,000? Not some fucking refugee. Okay, they're not going to be able to afford that. It's to get an H-1B, you have to be valuable, right? So with all the technology and stuff that we have in America right now, we've like tapped out all the smartest people in the country. They're all hired. The smartest people in the country are the highest paid people in the country, and we ran out. We got them all. We've used them all up. So, but we're only 300 million people. So there's the whole rest of the planet, and there's, you know, per billion people, there's X amount of really, really, really fucking smart people. And we want them here. We don't want them in Russia or anywhere else. We want them working for us to our benefit. So, and the way that you get those, like a company like Apple or Tesla or SpaceX, they will happily pay a measly $100,000 to get one of the smartest people in the world to further their agenda. It's cheap. So the government makes some way more money off of it, and it's like a quality filter. You're not getting some low, like fucking, you know, automotive worker from South Korea to come to a plant for $100K, dude. They're not going to pay for that. This is a high level shit, and we need more. We ran out of smart people. We need more. We have to import them. This is good business. This is being competitive with the rest of the planet. Don't let them have the smart people. We need them. So that's what it's about. I know people are like, they're taking American, bro. All the Americans that could do those jobs, they're already doing them. But yeah, like someone's gonna have to smarten the fuck up if they want to fill these positions. They're not simple positions. These are the most important positions on the planet that need to be filled. So that's why this is a good thing. I put that in the channel so we can get that in the docket. I'm gonna want to talk about that. I'll make that point again when I do the video. Sick, thank you. Are you finding anything else?
The fee. Yeah, tons of stuff. There's Albania's got a new AI generated minister. So like one of their, I guess
I heard about this.
Senators, AI generated. That's crazy. It's right there. But yeah, that just seems nuts.
You need to define valuable from a DOG perspective. I mean, like, okay, what about the world's most like AI experts? Do we want China to have them so they can get ahead because we're in the AI race, or do we want them? Right? Do you know how to code an AI from scratch? Like, I don't know how to do that. Hardly anybody knows how any of this stuff works. It's very, very small community of people that understand exactly what is happening with AI right now. Right? Everyone else is just learning after the fact. There's the creators that are causing it, and then there's everyone else that's waiting for things to release and consuming it and learning about it. The people creating that shit from the ground up, those are very valuable people. For like SpaceX, we need like the world's best like rocket scientists. We only have so many in the US. There's more outside the US. There's good rocket scientists that, you know, that have learned from schools and stuff like that. They're really, or from their trade or whatever, however they got their knowledge, they know shit. They're qualified. We need them because we need more. So that's like from a DOJ perspective, that's what it is. That's not even a DOJ perspective. It's a business perspective. It's just being competitive. You don't want your competitor to have the best employees. You want them, right? If your competitor has the better employees, they're going to beat you. So it's just, this is why companies poach the high level employees from each other, because it actually matters. October Riot, what's up, man? Welcome back, Renolin. I got NL4E in the chat. Julie, Carrot, Kindly. U.S. Customs and Border Protection has announced that 0 illegal aliens were released into the United States in August. This makes the 4th month in a row with 0 releases at the U.S.-Mexico border. I never thought it would be possible to reach 0. I even question it a little bit. Like I know that it's basically 0, but there's got to be like not one single person got in. Not one person. I mean, come on, someone got in. Someone had to have gotten in, right? I was actually doing some research about end-to-end manufacturing in the U.S. from the 1950s today, and we went from 80% to less than 10%. Yeah, we were a manufacturing powerhouse at one point. That's when we had all those child slaves making everything, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they got the small fingers. They can, you know what I mean?
Send them to the mines. They yearn for it.
Yeah, they yearn for the mines.
People just, the products are now just too cheap, like, for Americans to bother manufacturing and making them. Like, Americans to make the plastic bit that goes on the back of a toothbrush, you don't need Americans doing that. You know, you need you got a higher standard of education. Let's get Americans doing manufacturing that's gonna earn more money per unit. You know, leave the other small things to other countries.
What?
Like, so about the fact that American manufacturing has declined, it makes sense because, you know, wages are getting higher in America, and you guys and people want their products for cheaper. You know what I'm saying? Mike says I'm spot on.
Well, I mean, here's another perspective, right? So before I was a YouTuber, I ran a manufacturing company, and I'll tell you that our customers liked that everything was American made. The steel was American. They were built by American hands operating machines in America. Every aspect from cutting to bending. We made exhaust, so steel tubes. So we have American rolled steel tubes that get cut by Americans, welded and bent by Americans, polished, drilled, everything, all the processes, chromed. The chroming is done in America. Everything is an American. The boxes that the product goes in are made by American, right? So everything is 100% American. The family is American owned, and people bought the products more because of that, and they costed more because we charged premium price. Although we could charge a lot less, we charged a premium price because, like, you know, there's a lot more stuff going into it. It is cost based, but it's also marketing reasons, right? This all American made, so we could charge more. This is what we did. So I mean, and that's just a motorcycle exhaust. Very niche. So I mean, I can argue the opposite. It's like, you see what I'm saying? It's like what you're doing is giving away the store. If there's benefit to creating something here, we should do it. I mean, we can have options, but if there's benefit to it, making it here, we should do that.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not one way or the other. The reality, the best balance to everything, the best, like, most profitable way forward is going to be a balance of all things, not just one or the other, right? But there's huge benefit to manufacturing here in America. We're the ones spending all the money.
Yeah, for sure.
No one, like, okay, like as a YouTuber, right? Like, so there's all these regions for advertising, and on in these regions there's different spend. All the advertisers spend the most money in America because Americans spend the most money. We have the most money, therefore we spend the most money, therefore that's where the advertisers are. We're the spenders. We're the consumers and the spenders. So as the consumers and the spenders, there's a huge advantage to us also being the creators. Now, not everything can be created here. There's a lot of material reasons why there's benefits, even skill reasons too. You know, like there's like a lot of skilled labor in certain parts of the world where things can be done really well over there. But there's all different types of things you have to balance against each other. So sometimes the skill alone isn't enough to say, well, we should do it over here instead. So it's a lot more complicated than that, but there is benefit to manufacturing here in America, many of the things, especially if we have all the materials for it here. If there's materials that we lack and someone else has abundance of it, then it might be a more benefit to get it from them because we don't have the materials. Or maybe, you know, maybe something doesn't grow here. Maybe it's a food item that only grows in one part in the world. Well, then that's where we get that shit. Like, what's that? There's this flower. What's it? Sage. There's no, it's not sage. It's this red flower. It grows in India. It's the only place in the world it grows. Like, how are we supposed to do that here if it doesn't grow here? Right? So that makes sense. But if we could do it here, if we have the materials to do it here, we can do it here. It's jobs. There's so much more than just the cost of things. There's economic reasons that are beneficial to have things made here in America. Not everything. What is that? that flower, rare flower? Let me look it up. What's the rare? It's the most expensive flower in the world. What's the most expensive flower in the world? Saffron. That's what it is. Saffron. Yes, saffron. That's my example, right? Like you can only get that from like India or some shit. Yeah, and it's like a really crazy. I can smell it now, just in my head, right? It's got this. It's the like it's like $20 for a tin of these things, like a small tin, little cup. Pakistan, comes from Pakistan. Okay, it's worth more than gold. Yeah, it's very valuable. Only grows in Pakistan, according to Reno. So that's my like. See, so that's why I say it's a balance of both. It's not just one way or the other. You know, it's not as simple as saying, well, yeah, let other people work for less money. It's not about that. It's not. That's not the end all be all reason for things. There's like 1,000 different combinations of reasons that balance each other out. You know, it's a way more complex issue. But if you do want to generalize it or like bring it to a simple explanation, it's just generally there's a lot of economic benefits to making your own shit that you are buying, because now you don't have to share with anybody. Here's another example, right? So like on a lot of my shorts, some of the music I get paid for that music, and I have an agreement with my friend. I use his music, and then he gets money for the music, and then he gives me some of it. What I could do, it means I would have to do the extra work, and I just can't do this right now. What I could do is make my own music, get that all distributed and copyrighted, and do all the things that, you know, that's in the system, and get it in the YouTube's, you know, music system and stuff. And then I use my own music on my videos, and then I get 100% of the money for that music, right? If I did it all myself, I would get everything, and I wouldn't have to share. But I actually do have a pretty good arrangement. I don't have to do any of that work, and then I split that money with a friend of mine who makes the music instead, right? So we have an arrangement that is, since it's easier for me, I'm just doing it that way. But if I wanted to optimize, I could, and I could make my own music, and then I get 100% of the profits. And that's kind of an example of doing manufacturing here that is possible to do here, because we have all the materials, and it's, you know, like it's better economically.
Just seen that Ray J Jackson, or however you pronounce his name, he's been arrested for his battery assault charges on
Really?
Tesla. Do you remember? Yeah, he's been arrested.
Get that in the docket. Can you post that in the politics channel?
Right there.
If anybody is interested, everything, like, so all the topics that we are covering, we're interested in covering, we're posting those in the politics channel in Discord, politics news channel. So anything that you guys want to click on and see for yourselves, it's all there. Been following 5 years, 6 months. Damn. What's up, dude? Caucus. Did you have a different name before?
I sent a Destiny clip. I'm not sure if you want to cover it, but it's he had to defend a transgender audience member because somebody that took the mic at his event started like calling somebody out in the crowd.
Yeah, it seems like, so here's the thing about Destiny. We should have Destiny in the docket. Here's my thoughts on that right now. So the Destiny thing, it's very clever what he's doing, because he doesn't have to do all the organizing, because he's just following the path of Turnpoint USA, and then like taking the scraps of the people that are left over to get his clips and stuff. That's pretty smart. But also there's a lot of work that Charlie Kirk put into mastering this system of going to the colleges and stuff. And I think so Destiny is starting to come across a lot of the pitfalls and obstacles that come along the way of doing this, and he's having to figure out in real time how to deal with it, and he doesn't have this huge staff with him, right? So he's kind of like coming to a realization just how not easy it really was. Like Charlie Kirk put a lot of work into perfecting it, kind of like our Operation Archie. Like imagine if someone tried to just do what we're doing. Like we're so far ahead, we figured out so many things with what we do. If someone wanted to try and do it too, they have a lot of stuff they have to pick up along the way. We have a good head start on them, you know what I'm saying? Now, if someone's determined enough, they'll go through all those trials and tribulations that we did and pick up on all the lessons that we did, and make it work and work it. But most people would find out just how hard it is and give up. So we'll see what happens with Destiny. Player just says just subbed. Fix the Goat also subscribed. Espra says money is the problem in this world. Can we remove it? Money makes everything go around. Yeah, I mean, if you take away money, people are still going to trade things. All right, someone has pigs and someone else has an apple farm, right? They'll be like, hey, I'll give you this many apples for the pigs. That's money. Money is just a credit system. So like, I'm telling you, like, you know, you take out money out of the world, we're just going to start doing money again because we're going to trade shit for shit. Money is just a physical representation of the credit, right? Credit is short for credibility. So if the pig farmer and the apple grower, right? Like, let's say the apple guy was like, hey man, I don't have a big harvest with my apples, but we've been trading for a long time. Can I get a pig? And then I'll pay you the apples later plus some interest, you know, as an appreciation. And the guy will be like, you know what? We've been doing good business. You're good for it. Sure. Right. So then there's that transaction. I mean, shit trading for shit is never going to end. Right. So what you're suggesting is that these people just never trade. Like, so that means the apple guy can't trade the pig guy. That's what you're suggesting. We say remove money. It doesn't work because money is just a physical thing of a measurement of credibility. Now, if homeboy doesn't fucking pay, right, his credibility goes down. Now he's not good for it. If he doesn't give him the fucking apples like he promised, now his credibility is down. Now this guy's not going to give him any more pigs. But if there's a physical token that can be given between people as a measurement of that credibility, that simplifies things, right? Thank you for coming to my stand talk. Yeah, you need money. But money, like, it's just a measurement of credibility. If people accept something as a currency, it is one. That's why Bitcoin's a currency. People will take Bitcoin in exchange for whatever. In the world of Fallout, the video game, they use bottle caps. Since everyone in the world of Fallout accepts bottle caps as currency, it is one. And it's just a measurement of trade. Well, that shirt is awesome. I got to be a head shirt too. Hell yeah, bro. Coles, baby.
The docket's looking pretty good.
Is it? Let me take a look. Should we just send, like, what's our main story? Because I'm ready to shoot this.
It's ICE protests in Chicago or the post Kirk America stuff because they did a bill to honor Charlie Kirk, and a bunch of Democrats voted against it. Like, it's just honoring the life of Charlie Kirk, which is a bit weird.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a Remembrance Day.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want him to have his own MLK Day. That's what they don't want.
Yeah, AOC voted against it, and it's just, it is. It's a bit petty, you know. But yeah.
What's up, P. Norton? Welcome back. Okay, Charlie Kirk was scheduled to speak in Colorado today. Oh shit, was he? I'm in Colorado. Damn, dude. That's kind of eerie in a way. Yeah. Because, like, I mean, I wouldn't have gone because I would have been just doing my own thing. But now, because of what happened, now I feel like it's kind of like you didn't go see a band before they broke up or that someone died or whatever. Now the band's not a band anymore. And so you missed your opportunity to go see them. I feel like I missed my opportunity to go see Charlie Kirk. And I wish I would have appreciated him more. I didn't appreciate him enough until what happened to him, to be completely honest. You know, I honestly didn't know everything about his operation. I thought he was a podcaster. I didn't realize he had this whole organization that he was building. Like, he was literally, like, from the ground up building a whole community, a nationwide one. Wild. I had no clue. I had no idea. And now that I know this and it's too late, and I'm like, fuck, dude, I wish I would have known that sooner, and I would have gone. I would have gone to one of those.
Yeah, my friend actually went. He was invited to take pictures of him for something to do with his for the press, and saw his event. He's a good speaker.
He's a fantastic speaker. You sent a video on that. 10K people showed up for the Fort Collin event. That's crazy. Yeah, he's righty MLK. That's what I keep calling him. So ICE protest Chicago. Today's kind of not the craziest day. It's actually like for once, it's a chiller day, which is like nice for the world, but for us, the news guys, right? We're like, fuck, where's all the chaos? This is how it starts, bro. With the news, like this is why the news companies just constantly focus on the craziest shit. Is people aren't as interested in normal. That's crazy. Well, it is what it is. It's a chiller day, and if it's a chiller day, then you know what? We should celebrate that. We should come up with something that we call it in the video, like some sort of phrase. Be like, hey, it's a, you know, bad day for all the big media companies. They don't get to make as much money today, but good for the world. And we recognize that and tell the audience so they could think about it and be like, oh yeah, you know, slow news days, they don't make as much money. Controversy creates crash. Yeah, it does. And when you're like dependent on the cash as a news person, then the crazier things are, the better off you do, right? So that it's kind of fucked up. Totally fucked up. Is that in red because that's something I got to be careful with?
Yeah, that's the original thing that Ray J. Jackson did. So I'm gonna show it like blurred, but
I'll just pause. I'll pause on it, like I said. Had to hop on from YouTube. Yeah, feel free to watch on what you want. I'm on live. I'm live on both Twitch and YouTube. I'm also on Kick, but I don't really have any followers over there. I'm just streaming over there just because. I've been kind of like my third streaming place. I've been changing to different sites and doing some experimenting. Dude, I'm displaying you full screen. Your OBS camera settings are fucking crisp. I'm jealous. Oh, thank you. Let me show you something. I got like my other camera here. I got like a big TV. Oh no, I fucked the camera up. This camera broke. Yeah, it's messed up. It keeps freaking out because I crushed it. Because I got a standing desk and it went up and then I crushed my camera on my teleprompter. Sucks. My little AI camera. It still works, but just barely. All right. David update Raja Jackson. You know what? Maybe the Starbucks thing.
Yeah. That probably is number one.
Okay, if it could be the packaging, but I don't think it should be the first story because of the point I'm going to make is going to be a little bit disappointing to righty viewers because I'm going to call them both retards because they're both being retards in that video.
Okay,
like,
so
yeah,
because that sort of relates to Charlie Kirk, we'll have the post-Kirk America story start first, and then
let's do ICE protests, then post-Kirk America, and then we'll do Starbucks. Well, Starbucks will be part of post-Kirk America. CG. So, okay, so is that whole segment about Jimmy Fallon reacting to Jimmy Kimmel? Because that's the way you have it labeled as.
To be fair, that probably should go under. It's more of.
Hold on, just answer my question the way I asked it first, please.
Yeah, I was thinking through my answer. It is the Jimmy Kimmel reaction section.
Okay, there we go. Because I just want to make sure, because you keep doing that. Then there are dockets. You'll label a whole section as just one of the talking points, but mistakenly the whole section is labeled that when that is just one part of the segment. The segment needs its own title. Like, what is it about? So that's why I knew that what you did, I knew that it's not about Jimmy Fallon. I just wanted you to look at it and realize that you're organizing it in a confusing way.
Yeah, that's better. I think. All right. Why don't you get these links open and we can have a look at the order?
I will in a sec. I will in a sec. I don't want to open them and then change it all around. Okay. I want to look at stuff first. Yeah. I'm still going over this. I think, okay. So again, Starbucks should be part of post Kirk America. You have it as its own segment. There we go. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I catch your drift.
All right. And then if there's a follow-up, you do that. You see?
Okay.
Just like that. Here, I'll show everyone what I'm doing so they can see too. So there we go. So that's how we do the follow-up. So, and this still needs a title. It's just called Jimmy Kimmel. What's it about? What about Jimmy Kimmel?
I suppose it's post Jimmy Kimmel being fired America, but that's sort of less impactful.
Yeah, and we've already used it. Yeah, just what is? Yeah, just I'm challenging you. I want you to think. What is this segment about? So it's about reactions to Jimmy Kimmel being fired.
It's literally just Jimmy Kimmel being fired. It's the leftover stories. It's some reactions. It's his show getting hauled away. It's liberals protesting outside of Disney. You know.
Okay, so if you were gonna
fallout, Jimmy Kimmel being fired, fallout.
Okay, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. I'm just trying to get you to think. Right? What is it about? This is how we structure a better video. Like, we can't just randomly have a segment. We need to think it through. What is this segment about? What are we trying to say? Like, we're showing a bunch of stuff, but like, how do we show it? And what's the story we're trying to relay, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, David update. Is it only 2 things?
Yes. It's sort of more of like a sort of, I'm gonna add a link at the start showing the car thing so we can get people quickly into the context. That was what I was going to do. Let me find that.
Yep, let's get on it. See, this is why I don't want to open it all up yet, because we're still working on it, you see? So we're almost there, though. We're close. We're gonna do ICE protests in Chicago. I'm gonna call it Battle for Chicago or something like that. Battle for Chicago has begun. Bump, 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 bump. See ya, Cynthia. Christopher says he hopes everyone has a good day. That's nice. Enrique says my life cleared up after I dropped social media. It helped a lot. You know, I've been meeting a lot of people. I've been going out and just meeting a lot of people. There's people that did the same thing. And like, I'm like, hey, you got Facebook or something that I can add you on? They're like, I don't do any of that. And I have to like get their phone number and we have to like text and shit. And but they're better off for it, you know? So I think there's a lot of people that should do that. There's some people that can handle it and they're just fine and they can have control over it a little bit. Other people, it's just like the best thing you can do is get it out of your life. Yeah. Jelly Panda in the chat. What's up, man? What's up, Archie?
It really does seem like the police are waiting for the autopsy report, etc., before they go after David. Because this information
they're gathering evidence.
Is not being, exactly. They're
they don't
evidence.
have like a fucking like, oh, okay, we have what we need to arrest him yet. So yes, they are waiting. This is the legal process, Archie, right? So you're learning how this goes, because there's like how we feel, like we know, like we see all this stuff. You're like, bro, why is he still free? Same thing with the Raja thing. He actually got arrested for real. Did you post that?
Yeah, it's in
it's in the docket.
Yeah, and it's being reported. There's nothing that TMZ has reported that's what he was being arrested for, and people are running with it. So he might be being arrested for something else, and it might be a lie because that's just what Twitter does sometimes. But TMZ are reporting it like that. Drama Alert's reporting.
TMZ
it like
is
that,
pretty well. Drama Alert is not nearly as careful as TMZ.
And I also, the comments are saying that, and I also asked Grok, and Grok said that for sure. So everything's pointing to.
Okay. Grok's really bad at the current news. Grok is really good once the facts have been established. Before the facts have been established, Grok is not good. You have to understand, like, it's only pulling from the facts that are available. It can't look into the future. And a lot of times you have to wait for the facts. You can't have them now. So running it through Grok or any AI before all the facts are out, it's going to give you possibilities based off of the current facts, but it doesn't have a crystal ball. And it's important to understand that. Yeah, it's very important to understand that.
That for me, I would never trust Grok by itself, but I add it in.
I've seen the way you use AI. You blindly trust the fuck out of that shit all the time, Archie. And that's why there's a reason why I'm telling you this. I've seen what you do. I've seen you, bro. I've watched you on your little fucking Microsoft Bing AI, okay, asking questions and be like, see, this is what it says, and be like, okay, but what about like the real life human research and fact checking here? You fact check using AI way too much. It can there's certain things that can very easily be used for fact checking, and other things it's not so good at because it needs more information, and the world doesn't have it yet. It's at the mercy of what information is released into the world when it comes to current events and stuff like that, or legal cases that are ongoing like this. It only knows the current information.
I always look at the sources because it adds sources, and sometimes the news that it's citing is nothing to do with what it's even on about. But sometimes it's the easiest way to find news, like if there actually is sources for that and there actually is confirmed information on websites. Going into Bing AI and using that is a good way to find it. Yeah. Okay. Anything else that you wanted to add to this docket to see Raja? Is there anything else on Raja, or is that it? That's all I've seen so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 stories. It's kind of a big docket, but a lot of them are kind of small. I think I could do this in 30 minutes. I posted, there's another one. There's this Boston City councilor that says she hasn't rode her bike since somebody beeped at her from behind and said move your fat ass or something like that, and it's given her too much trauma to ride her bike for the past 2 months. What a pussy. Do you want to cover that? Maybe, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff in here. It's a decent little docket. It's not as like shocking as previous ones, but sometimes the world just needs a little bit of a break, so we should celebrate the slow days. Yes, and we'll just cover the more mellow news. It's okay. All right, I'm gonna start opening up this docket. Okay. Yeah, go for it. Just give me a sec. I'm ready to go. I'm gonna take action like as fast as possible. We'll call this Chicago. Post Kirk America. Oh yeah, there's the video of Colorado. Nice. All right. Also, feel free to listen in while I'm going and give me if you're hearing problems with the way I'm with my like pacing and dialect and stuff like that, speak up real time, okay? Will do. That way we can have a better thing for you to edit, so it's not so difficult like it was last night. So feel free to just speak up right in the middle of it. We're live. It's fine. Post. I have another Ray J. Jackson. America. He made bail last night on a $50,000 bond. Put it in there. I'm on the Jimmy Kimmel segment, so you got time. For those of you that are new here, what we're doing is I'm just live streaming my normal work for putting together this show. I have 2 editors working with me. Archie helps me make the political videos, the long forms, and he helps me research them. And then I have Gonzo. He's muted right now. He edits all my shorts. And we do this every day. That's our full-time thing. Gonzo is also in a band and does a bunch of music stuff at night. That's his other job. Let's see. David updates. Right? Yeah. Where's the Jimmy Kimmel shit? Wait, well, no, like where did I put it? Oh. In my, what the fuck? Hold on. Am I retarded? Did I skip Jimmy Kimmel? I swear I opened this. David updates. 1. Oh. I merged 2 different things together. Okay. David, we're gonna move this here. Yeah, the David update's just photo of the body, and then it's a little bit of the evidence behind it, and then it's onto the new stuff. David updates, perfect. And then I'll rename this one Jimmy Kimmel Fallout updates. There we go. There we go. All right, cool.
Now we're on Raja Jackson. We got 3 links now. Nicely done. Whoops. Fucked up. Let me start over. Start from here. Red is the one we got to be careful with. Group. Raja arrested. Okay, I've been waiting for the arrest. Because I've been on, like, until there was an arrest. I'm surprised it takes so long. Without an arrest, it seems like it's just wrestling fake stuff. H1 visa.
Yeah, his reaction afterwards was crazy. Like when he was walking by the cars. That's what made it seem more real.
Albania AI. I'm almost done. Okay, there we go. Albania AI. Destiny doing his own tour. Are you sure you got enough links for this?
There is some extra stuff, but it's sort of more of the same. I think you can make your point with just those 2.
Okay.
On his
got
tour.
it. I trust you. Destiny tour. There we go. And Trump on talking to the gaggling with the press. Trump gaggling. There we go. Walz being a retard. I'm just gonna call this one Walz retarded.
That works.
Walz retarded. So you see, even as a lefty, guys, Archie agrees that Walz is being kind of stupid with this thing because he's like saying this is the time for peace and unity, all this stuff, after spending all this time saying Trump's a Nazi.
I like Walz as well, but it's like he's felt forced into doing this. Now he's just taking it full hog, and it's just so inauthentic and clearly dogmatic, and I've lost all respect I had for him. And that I liked him before he ran with Kamala, and then
he's just playing the game.
Yeah,
you're
I've
seeing
lost all respect.
He's a game player. Really, that's what he's done. Okay, I think we need one last thing for this docket, and then I'm ready to go. We need something funny to end on. Because we're ending it on flag burning. I don't want to end the video on flag burning. I want to end it on something funny and lighthearted.
Have a look.
Yeah, so I'll just I'm gonna pop on the Twitter and see if I'll try and help too. See what I can find. Just something good to end the. It's Friday too. Let's end. Let's not end Friday on flag burning. You know what I'm saying? Let's end Friday on something inspirational. Or funny, or something that makes people feel good. Anything like that. Okay, so I just go full screen. I'm looking at Twitter, guys, because I do not trust Twitter to not show you somebody getting killed or some titties and ass to pop up. Twitter's crazy. Twitter be crazy. Oh, here's this sheriff. He's really funny. Polk County, Florida Sheriff Grandy Judd. Ended about gaming. We'll see.
Ed Sheeran woke Kai Cenat up in bed today with a serenade, bro. That is crazy.
Yeah,
oh, wait.
I saw that clip.
You want to see the women getting backlash for doing blackface, for being black basketball players?
I don't really care. I mean, how interested is everyone in that?
2 million views on this coverage.
Post it in the politics channel on Discord.
It's in there.
Oh, you posted it? Scroll down.
Just now.
Okay. All right, let me take a look at it. Women and her friends are going viral, facing backlash for dressing as black basketball players. I mean, it's blackface.
Why? Why?
That's so stupid. Why? I wouldn't do that. Maybe we should cover it.
Jr. can pull it off.
Maybe I'll do a short on it and be like, yeah, like, as a righty, this is retarded. Why would you do this? You're just gonna get fucking yelled at, dude. You're just gonna like this is how you get like expelled or fired, shit like that. Because people don't want to have, they don't want the heat, bro. So they'll just like not want to have anything to do with you. It's dumb. You shouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it.
It's like, are they living in a bubble or what?
Liquid Mr. Based, what's up, man? I see you in the chat. P. Norton still hanging out. Jet's still hanging out. Appreciate you guys. I like live streaming this. All right. This is a good point. There's this guy, but this shit was funny, right? This is just like low effort bad. This was fucking good. This shit was good. I give this guy a white pass because this is a black dude. I give him a pass. This is like, okay, this bad. Robert Downey Jr. and Tropic Thunder, good. This is Tropic Thunder levels of good. This is just fucking dumb. Yeah, this was funny as fuck, dude. All right, I'm gonna try and see if I can find that ending note. If we have to, we can end it on that, but it's not as funny, and it's, you know, I want to end on something inspirational for Friday or something feel good. Like if there was a story, like sometimes there's stories of some hero, you know, like somebody saved somebody drowning in the water or something, right? Some kid there was a story of the kid, he fights off these pit bulls to save his sister, shit like that, bro. Like that's what we should end Fridays on. Holy fuck, I'm getting flashbanged by the most foul things on Twitter.
Oh,
I just saw what's the purple guy from Marvel? Thanos doing the gayest thing.
There's a picture comparison of Trump in McDonald's doing fries, and then also like,
okay, there we go. That's it. We'll use that one. That one's good enough.
Yeah.
There we go. You found it. Okay, shall I shoot this video, Archie?
Go for it, man. Good
okay,
luck.
I'm gonna talk to chat for like 5 minutes before I start. I'm not gonna delay too long. I just want to hang out with people a little bit, and then I'll shoot the video.
Hell yeah.
All right. Did you used to host a lot of Rocket League tournaments? I did. What's up, Silverback? I'm pretty sure I remember your name too. You used to play in them. Yeah, that was years ago. Oh, I've come a long way since then. Thanks for the opportunity to engage people without censorship. Smash that like button. Yes, thank you, P. Norton. I feel like freedom of speech, people, and subscribe. Damn it. I'm a big freedom of speech guy. Even if people are saying things I don't like, we just don't have to listen to them. That's the way it's always been. Someone's saying something you don't like, don't listen to it. I grew up being told this. And it makes so much sense. It's so simple. It'll last tens of thousands of years. It's such an obvious fucking concept. You don't like something, don't listen to it. But people should be allowed to say things, you know, like the whole Jimmy Kimmel thing. That's kind of, there's new information coming about that. Do we have in the Jimmy Kimmel segment, do we have the declining ratings? Archie? Oh, he probably went to go get tea. He's always getting tea. He's fucking British. Always getting tea. Let me see. Colin. Yeah, this is not good enough. We need the declining ratings. Except when you're inciting violence. Inciting violence, yeah. Like if you can't like threaten to kill somebody or ask somebody to kill somebody. Yeah, 100%. Tea and crumpets. No, straight up facts. Straight up facts. Inciting violence, clear line in the sand for me. Archie. Let me see if I can research this stuff while he's gone. Let's see, Jimmy Kimmel ratings. Jimmy Kimmel ratings. Here we go. This goes into Kimmel. We have some ratings here. We also have Kimmel doing blackface. Oh, this is a much better graph. There we go. Mr. Million, what up, man? I see you in the chat. Smoky 420, Bond music is fire. Yeah, that's just the chillest, best music for the background. It's chill. All right, I think I have enough on Kimmel. Okay. All right, let's do this video, guys. So what you guys have been experiencing is me just putting together my show for my video today for my politics channel. So I'm just wanted to just live stream the process. Messiah, thanks for the follow. So just so you guys could see, it's fun. We get we can have some I don't know. It's content itself. Like it's interesting. With the conversations we have when we're breaking down how we want to tell these stories, it's interesting. So we're gonna try streaming this Monday through Friday because I do the videos Monday through Friday. So we'll stream putting them together. I'll stream shooting the video. And then after that, I also will do gaming at night. Tonight, I'm not sure if I'm doing gaming because I want to go get fucked up at my local dive bar that's less than a mile from my house and go talk to all the sorry drunks. That's my Friday. Unless we go to the video game bar. I don't have any other plans. Give me some ideas. Something better to do than go to the dive bar. Although I like going there. I'll listen to you while I work. Thanks. That's awesome. It's fun seeing the process. That's what I was thinking, man. I had this like moment in my head as like light bulb moment, right? I was like, hold on a sec. What we're doing is content. People want to watch that. All right. I think it'll inspire other people to do it too. We'll get more people doing what I'm doing. That's what they should do with their streams, in my opinion. All right. I'm doing this. I got to pause the Bond music. I need to pull chat from this screen, but chat will be on the other one. So anything you guys say can and will be used in the court of editing the YouTube video. So whatever you guys want to be in the video, say it in the chat. It's there. We're not censoring you unless you're saying racist shit or breaking whatever TOS rules are on Twitch and YouTube. Okay, so let me get prepped here. Oh yeah, I'm ready. Move this over here. All right, here we go. We do a stream marker. Archie. Now I'm going to shoot my intro. So I will read chat here and there. If I see something that pops out at me and my brain sees an opportunity to comment, then I will read chat. Otherwise, I'm just going to, for the most part, pretend you guys aren't there and shoot my video and you guys can watch. All right. But I have to like lock in or else I won't shoot it right. It's just, I have a process. It's weird. Okay, here we go. The battle for Chicago is heating up. The world is trying to figure its way forward in a post-Kirk America. And we have more updates on the Jimmy Kimmel fallout. And we have more updates on the Jimmy Kimmel being fired fallout. We have these stories and so much more. This is your daily injection of political crack. Let's go. Starting with Chicago, ICE and federal agents just unleash force on pro-migrant protesters near a Chicago immigration facility. Tear gas, sting balls, screams. At least one arrest after protesters tried to blockade the perimeter. This is no longer a drill. Okay, I don't know about that. Cut that part, Archie. I don't want to read that part out. But here we go. This guy's dressed as Captain America. Apparently, they slashed the tires of this vehicle. This is a nice vehicle. There's other camera angles. Things are going nuts. So they're putting, shooting some paintballs down there. We might have to censor some of this violence. But here we go. Here's Captain America is going to go in and fuck around and find out. There we go. So he throws this canister back into the crowd. Now I'm going to pause here for the stream. Okay, in the video, we'll show you guys what's going on. But I don't want to get in trouble on YouTube. But basically what happens with this sorry son of a bitch, he fucks around and finds out he just caught himself a felony charge. They tackle this guy to the ground and arrest his ass and arrest a couple others. Leftists just slashed the... Oh, here's them slashing the tires. Oh, okay, they slashed the tires of a different vehicle. Here we go. Check this out.
You can see this federal vehicle, this government vehicle, attempting to get into this facility, and this is what has been happening. So we're going to walk a little bit closer. Come on.
Was it that girl, the red hair, that did it?
Closer here so we can see what's going on. We have another vehicle coming out right here. Watch out for this. So this vehicle is leaving right now without... And now we've got...
Oh, back rear tire.
See this? They just slashed this tire right here.
We didn't see who did it.
You've got these guys up on the roof that have pepper ball launchers. This is going to be deployed. They've got that.
So this is the exact same area. So this is just another angle.
So they have certainly taken matters into their own hands.
So what the feds are going to do, they're going to find the footage somehow, some way. There's cameras in the area too. They're going to find out who slashed that tire, and that guy's getting federal charges. 100%. Stupid thing to do. You shouldn't even bother with it. Like, you could feel one way, you can totally hate ICE and disagree with them completely, but if you go out here and you start doing this stuff, you're going to ruin your fucking life, and it's not worth it. But you know what? It's it's like Darwin, right? Darwin, like, or when they're like taking care of themselves, right? So they're too stupid to figure this out. Now, this is a Illinois congressional candidate, Kat Bugzazala. And here, I'm going to show you what happens. I think this is okay to show because it's not too violent. She does get pushed. So this guy's like, hey, get back. He pushes her. And then she falls on the ground. Not too hard, but she falls. I'll just skip ahead here. All right, she's able to get right back up. Here's what she's doing. She is straight up clip farming. She's clip farming, right? So now that this is on video, she's going to use this as points for her campaign. That's why she's there. That's why she's doing it. She's just playing American Game of Thrones, and she got her clip. In other news, and in the post-Charlie Kirk America, that's what we're calling it now, 58 House Democrats, including Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, vote against a resolution to honor the life of Charlie Kirk. It is my opinion that Charlie Kirk is the modern-day righty Martin Luther King. Straight up. Because he wasn't just... I didn't realize this until after everything happened. I must be honest. But now I've been looking into Charlie Kirk, and he wasn't just some influencer making righty clips. No, this guy built an organization that employs over 500 people. He's in every college in America. He's getting his organization into every high school in America. After his death, there's record level chapter creations across America in high schools. This is not just some guy. This was the modern day righty Martin Luther King. Zevery, thank you for subbing. We got a $20 super chat from Daniel. Thank you very much, Daniel. I could stop recording the vid for that. That's for sure. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Let's watch this clip.
Well, we just got some breaking news here, Chad, that Hakeem Jeffries, the leader of the Democrats, the House Democrats, just voted yes. He's a yes on honoring Charlie Kirk, and AOC just voted no. So there is the divide right there within the Democratic Party on a resolution that really should be bringing everyone together. Nope. Thank you, Chad. Program live on the Hill for us with that breaking news. Let's bring in Shannon Bream now. give us your take on, this is a resolution that is very simple, very easy to understand, and there it is. It's final now. Let's listen in.
Voting present are 38. The resolution is adopted. Without objection, a motion to reconsider is laid on the table.
Sorry, did it pass
there
or not?
There it is. It has passed in the House, this resolution to honor
Good.
Charlie Kirk. Shannon, your takeaway on this?
My takeaway is that these people voting against these types of things are only making things worse. It's only going to cause them to lose more power. The best thing that they can do, but it requires them to admit a lot of things that they've been doing, is to do the right thing and say, we should honor this guy. But they don't want to, because that would mean they would have to admit that a lot of the things people were saying that Charlie was saying was actually not that bad. Here's AOC saying that Charlie's Kirk life brings great pain. Here's AOC saying that the resolution to honor Charlie Kirk's life brings great pain to millions of Americans. Yeah, because of the lies. Because of lies. Like, people... Here's the thing that's going to happen. People are starting to watch Charlie Kirk's videos for themselves, like myself. I'm watching them, and I'm seeing what he has to say, and I'm like, that shit makes sense to me. I don't necessarily agree with a lot of the religious stuff, but I respect it because that's his life. He's a very religious man. He's very committed to it. I respect that so much. I have nothing but respect for a man that has such conviction, right? I don't necessarily agree with everything, but he's very polite about it. He's very polite about his religious beliefs, and he's reasonable too.
Today, the Republican House majority brought to the floor a resolution honoring, quote, honoring the life and legacy of Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk's assassination was a horrific and vile attack and incident of political violence. And condemning the depravity of Kirk's brutal murder is a straightforward matter, one that is especially important to help stabilize an increasingly unsafe and volatile political environment where everyday people feel more at risk. We can deeply disagree and come together as a country to denounce the horror of this killing.
But we can't honor somebody that's super polite and nice and wasn't actually dangerous like you guys are saying. See, they're just full of shit. Shut up, AOC. You're such a dumbass. I can't stand her. So annoying. President Trump shames the disgraceful Democrats who voted against the resolution condemning the assassination of Charlie Kirk. Good, bro. This is who I want to hear from.
Just today, the House Democrats voted against condemning the political assassination of Charlie Kirk. Who could vote against that? The condemning, all they're saying, please condemn the assassination of a human being. And they said, no, we're not going to do that.
Yeah, I don't know. Terrible people. Fuck them. They ain't in charge anymore, at least for now. This one hits home for me because Charlie Kirk was supposed to speak here in Colorado today. He would have, and 10,000 people showed up anyway. What? That's crazy. Look.
Candace.
What? I love Colorado.
Support Candace.
Wild. Ooh, okay, here's this, guys. I'm just going to let you guys see for yourselves. Here's some just disgusting behavior.
Fuck Charlie Kirk. Fuck Charlie Kirk. Fuck Charlie Kirk. Fuck Charlie Kirk. Racist bastard. Racist bastard. Piss on your ashes. Piss on your ashes. Spit on your grave. Spit on your grave. I'll never be a slave. 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 Fuck Charlie Kirk. Fuck Charlie Kirk.
Charlie Kirk doesn't want black people to be slaves. It's so pathetic. It's such a dumb thing. They're chanting. They don't care. They don't care that they're wrong. In their minds, Charlie Kirk wanted slavery because somebody psyoped these motherfuckers. Here's a dude at a Charlie Kirk vigil last night in Boston, wiping his ass with the American flag. I'm gonna pause it. Yeah, Yeah, so I mean, I'm just gonna kind of skip ahead here. He pauses. We'll show the video, but blur it in the actual video version. Archie, you can help me out with that. He pulls it out of his ass and then throws it at the crowd. And then he limps away on a cane. Disgusting. We did a short on this. All right, now here's this one. This is where I kind of have to go against the grain slightly with you guys. I understand how it is, but truth, fairness. I'm assessing every situation individually. I've assessed this one in a certain way, and yeah, check this out. So this woman goes into Starbucks, and she wants to have Charlie Kirk's name written on a cup.
You want 2, honey? 2? Okay.
And they won't do it.
Hi, let me get a grande mint majesty with 2 honeys.
Let me ring you up over here, okay?
Okay.
Perfect. What else today?
Oh, that's it.
Perfect. What was the name for the order?
That pause.
The name is Charlie Kirk.
We can't do political names, but it didn't even ask for a name to begin with, so it's going to be $3.75, okay?
Oh, but can you write the name on the cup?
The sticker won't print.
Oh, you can't write on it?
I could, but I could write Charlie.
Why can't you write the whole name?
Because it's political.
Political?
Yes, yeah. Let me start your key for you, okay? And it's going to be $3.75 today.
You know what? Forget it. I don't want it.
Okay, so I got to be fair here, okay? Both people in this video are fucking retards, all right? Look, this doesn't even have anything really to do with Charlie Kirk. This is somebody recording preemptively, knowing that they're going to go cause a problem, right? And they went in there like a retard and then was being a little like, nah, I don't want one anymore. But also the cashier was also, they're both retards. This is retard on retard action, okay? You could tell when she asked, what's the name? And then she paused, right?
Perfect. What was the name for the order?
The name is Charlie Kirk.
Right? Because she's like, I bet her heart started pumping. Oh, here's the moment. I'm going to do it. Right? And then she uploaded it. This is kind of like righty grifting in a way. But just a little bit. It's just a little bit. Not full on. Okay? And so I to be fair, if I'm going to be a fair person and be honest, I'm going to say both people being retards. But one person's looking for a fight and the other person has an agenda. There's 2 agendas, but one person refuses because they're butthurt about Charlie Kirk, right? So they refuse to put Charlie's name on there. Now there is an ending to this. It did become a big deal, and Starbucks. Oh yeah, here's somebody they wanted. So this one's pretty dumb too, right? But like somebody wanted Charlie Kirk and they just put loser on his cup. I wouldn't drink that. They probably spit in it, you know? So like this is totally extra retard on Starbucks' side. What Starbucks ended up doing is ordering all Starbucks to put Charlie Kirk on cups if people ask for them and to stop not doing it. So that's a good thing. Good thing for Starbucks. They should just do that, right? Like the coffee person shouldn't fucking just say, no, I'm not going to do that. Because like, dude, then I don't want to drink it because you're probably going to do something to my drink. You know what I mean? Like it makes me like not trust them. So that's a good thing. But also people going in looking for fight equally retarded. Moving on. Let me just figure out what I want to do here. Start here. Here we go.
Can I add something in quickly? Or
what's up, Archie? Go ahead.
So with the Jimmy Fallon, not the Jimmy Fallon one, the Stephen Colbert one, just show the start where he says, "We're all Charlie Kirk," and it's like less than 5 seconds. It's going to be fairly used.
Okay.
Good.
Okay, thank you. I think it'll be okay because it's all like a long form and there's a lot more things we're talking about. It takes up a very small percentage of the video. We're giving a lot of verbal context, so I think it'll be fine. I would fight that. They would. There's no way in hell they would win that. But I will do that because if we don't need the rest. All right, here we go. In Jimmy Kimmel news, they have already started clearing out his set, so it feels kind of permanent. Here's all the stuff. They're moving it out. The Jimmy Kimmel live set, everything's being moved out. They're going to use that space for something else. I don't know what they're going to use it for, but if they were planning on making a comeback, I don't think they would be removing everything from the set. I think they would leave it there so they don't have to put it back. You know what I'm saying? So it really does seem like Kimmel's show is done. Like if there's any doubt that maybe it was going to come back or whatever, that doubt is or if there's any doubt in, how do I want to say that? Any doubt that that show was not going to come back is gone. It's really, I don't think it's happening. Okay, let's check out Jimmy Fallon. He has something to say. So a lot of people are coming to Jimmy Kimmel's defense, which I understand.
Well, guys, the big story is that Jimmy Kimmel was suspended by ABC after pressure from the FCC, leaving everyone thinking WTF.
I want to comment on that real quick. So there's two sides to this argument. One side is that the FCC is being weaponized by the government to put pressure on ABC to fire Kimmel. The other side of the argument is that Kimmel had disastrous ratings and that he was planning on something way worse than the video that allegedly got him fired. So there's two sides here. Of course, the lefties, they don't want to take an L, and the righties don't want to take an L. So they like righties don't want to admit, oh yeah, our government is overreaching, and lefties don't want to admit that, you know, it's not just it's not because of bad ratings, right? I think the truth is somewhere in between. I think there's bad ratings plus a little bit of pressure plus other various things that are going on. The Charlie Kirk situation making things way hot at the moment. I think that it's a big combination of things that got Jimmy Kimmel fired, somewhere in the middle of these talking points. Okay, let me just move on from him, actually. Here's an example of the ratings. Here's what I'm talking about, right? So, like, this is 2011, 12, 13, 14, right? He had a good peak here, doing really well. This is when Trump started running, and then when Trump started running for office, Jimmy Kimmel got fucking, like, this was, all this back here was actually not bad. I would watch some of this sometimes, not every night, but if you know, there was always some funny clips and stuff. But once Trump got into the picture, Trump ran for president, Jimmy Kimmel got politics brained. The politics worms ate his brain, and he stopped being funny, and he just became Trump derangement syndrome to a point where people did not want to watch him anymore. Okay? This, like, I'm going to say this. I get more views on my YouTube channel than Jimmy Kimmel gets on his show. And that's on my smallest channel. I get more views on my smallest channel. I get more views on my personal Facebook page than Jimmy Kimmel is getting on his show. These are bad ratings. This is not good for business. The ads being sold on this show are being sold at discount. Here's Colbert commenting on the situation. It's kind of cringe. He says, we are all Kimmel. But I understand all these guys, they're all friends. They stick together. I understand their point of view. I understand that they feel attacked and they think that, like, these guys are the people perpetrating that we're living in Nazi Germany. And they actually believe that, like, this guy 100% believes it himself. This guy is here for a fight. Colbert used to be funny. Same thing happened to him. He used to be funny, and then it became a fight. Once I realized that I am Colbert's enemy and I am Jimmy Kimmel's enemy, that's when I stopped watching.
Welcome, one and all, to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. But tonight, we are all Jimmy Kimmel.
Sure, bud. Liberals are now protesting outside Disney after they canceled Jimmy Kimmel's show. Bro, this is so funny to me because it's like the righties have psyoped the lefties to be against Disney. And that's a good point. They did the same thing, fair is fair, I guess, right? It's a good point, right? Because, like, they've been doing this shit for like 10 years. There's so many examples of people getting canceled. Archie, can you dig those up for me really quick? Just Ninja, just find one of those examples of all the righties being canceled. I might have one in my bookmarks. Let me see.
On it.
Oh, also, I have here's one from, okay, this is from a lefty that's arguing in favor of Kimmel getting fired. And that's Chris Como, believe it or not. I'll show that while you look that up. And in the most surprising turn of events, here's Chris Como actually talking about why it's Jimmy Kimmel's fault that he got fired.
You can like or not like Disney's decision on Kimmel. But until I see proof of actual government coercion of their decision, this is about Disney making a business decision about its brand and the responsibility it has to respect the desires of its audience and its license. Okay? Yes, Trump said Kimmel would be next. Now, is that correlation or is it causation? The answer to that comes in proof. I don't care how you feel about it. All right? That doesn't do anything for me. We don't have the proof before us. Maybe we will. Then I'll change my analysis. What we do know is that the outrage at ABC Disney for what he said was more impressive to them than his ratings, apparently. Now, you can argue if they made the right choice, but they had the right to make that choice.
True.
And we all know in this business that this is what you sign up for. And no, it is not a First Amendment issue until you have proof of government intervention, because the First Amendment doesn't apply to private industry in this context. It's a restriction on government regulation, okay? And yes, I agree the president threw gas on this situation again by saying this.
On network television, there is a license. I'll give you an example. I read someplace that the networks were 97% against me. They're getting a license. I would think maybe their license should be taken away.
It's so wild to me. So Chris Cuomo got fired from CNN. He's someone who got fired. And he took it on the chin and started and kept going. And I always could not stand what this guy was saying, but what he was saying was what CNN was telling him to say. Now he could say whatever the fuck he wants, and he's making way more sense. That's what I've been noticing. Nice. Thanks, Archie. Now, while lefties are crying about Jimmy Kimmel getting fired, and they're way more upset about that than Charlie Kirk getting fucking assassinated, make that make sense. Here's a list of people that have been canceled by the left because of things that they said. Roseanne Barr, fired overnight by ABC Disney after one tweet. I remember that tweet. Gina Carrero, booted from The Mandalorian for her posts. Megyn Kelly from NBC. Dave Chappelle, I mean, he didn't really get canceled. Netflix backed him up, and I appreciate Netflix for that. But yeah, there was Dave Chappelle. They tried to cancel him. They tried to cancel Joe Rogan. And did they? I don't know if Spotify actually successfully. I think Spotify backed him up. Tucker Carlson got fired from Fox. There was Parler that was removed from the app stores. J.K. Rowling has been constantly attacked, and she's apparently been blacklisted. I don't know about that. She has. She's very powerful. Mike Lindell, the My Pillow guy. I don't remember that too much about that. Alex Jones. That's a whole can of worms. You know, there's so much to talk about with him. Candace Owens, Steven Crowder. I mean, some of these people are just, a lot of these are attempts. James Wood definitely got blacklisted from Hollywood for Trump support, which is wild. Milo did platform for book deal canceled. Well, this was both from the left and the right because of some like old PDF file stuff. He was defending his own relationship with someone older when he was a child. Donald Trump's such a great example. He was literally deplatformed off of everything. He was banned. He was even banned on Twitch. He doesn't even stream on Twitch. They banned him anyways, just to be sure. He got banned from everything while being the president of the United States. There's a lot of examples, you know, and like a list like this, sometimes it's going to be a little bit muddied, and there's more nuance to the reasons and stuff. But there are some pretty clear-cut cases of straight up lefty bias coming after people on the right. And now that it's happening to people on the left, they don't fucking like it. Maybe like here's Jimmy Kimmel in blackface. In other news, we have some David updates. David is the musical artist that was found, his car. In other news, we have David back in the news. We have some updates here. He's the musical artist where a dead 15-year-old girl was found wrapped in plastic in his Tesla trunk. He was allegedly in an underage relationship with a 13-year-old girl who was found at 15 years old. She's been missing. a new video that's been dug up by TMZ is Celeste Rivas. That's the 15-year-old girl. Her former teacher tells students that she met David on social media.
That's her in my classroom in front of this poster right here. Okay, hold up. I got another one because I got a picture on TMZ of this other kid exchanging stuff with the rapper who we alleged did this stuff. Hold on a second, because he's also in my classroom.
Wait, how long ago was this?
We all just found out yesterday who it was, but she's been missing since I taught her. So when I taught her, she met this dude on social media. He was a rapper in LA. He came and got her. She ran away from home. She was gone for like a month. The cops found her in Hollywood, brought her back to our school. She came back to our school, kind of told people this story. She disappeared again in May of that year, May of 2024. That's when her friends told me what happened, that it was this rapper. And then I found out yesterday that she's now dead in that rapper's car, cut into pieces. You want to know?
Cut into pieces? Is this guy making that up, RG? He's saying the girl was cut up into pieces. Do we have any?
Not a clue.
Okay, I don't know if that's true. Okay, I don't know if that's what happened, but that's what the dude just said. For anyone who's wondering why David hasn't been arrested or questioned yet, here you go. Okay, let's see what this person has to say.
A lot of people are going to be asking the very obvious question of why hasn't David been brought in at least for questioning? Law enforcement doesn't have the answers they want in order to be able to confront or question David, especially without an autopsy report as to the cause and manner of death. A lot of
Okay. We have some updates on the Raja guy. You know the dude that that's body slammed. There's the MMA fighter. He body slammed a wrestler and then started beating the shit out of him, breaking his teeth, making him gargle on his teeth. I've been skeptical of the situation because the man has not been arrested, and the evidence is here. He did all this stuff, but apparently the police have actually come and arrested this guy. So my stance on this situation now is, if they are arresting him, it's because something bad actually did happen. It wasn't staged. I've been skeptical, and I'll eat my shoe, eat my hat, or whatever you say. You know, there he is. That's the police arresting this guy. Those do not look like fake police uniforms to me. Because everyone wants to see, bro. Now, it's possible he's being arrested for something completely unrelated, and we're just confirming our bias here. Well, I didn't really have a bias. My thoughts were that it was staged, but it's possible that this is something else. But likely, I mean, if we're going Occam's razor, he'd probably get arrested for assaulting the fuck out of Raja Jackson, or out of Rampage. I'm just going to move on. In Trump news, Trump plans $100,000 H-1B visa fee, up from just $2,000 to $5,000. Now, I wanted to talk to my righty audience about this subject and explain why I think this is a good thing. Okay? Now, when they only cost $2,000 to $5,000, this is for some low skill employee from South Korea that knows how to put little car parts together or something, and you can get them over here for cheap, right? This $100,000 ticket, this isn't for some low-skilled worker. This is for importing the smartest people in the world into our country so other countries can't have them. This is just basic business. This isn't even really politics. This is business. And also, we could generate some good revenue from it. For some of the jobs that we have in this country, there's the world's topmost AI experts that are pioneering that space, and everything that we are consuming and we're getting, they're the ones inventing it and dreaming it up. And there's only so many of those people in the world. There's only so many of those people in the country. We use them all up. They're already hired up. They're here working. And what we don't want is for the rest of the billions of people in the world, the per capita smartest people in the world, working for the other countries. We need to import them here. If you're a company like Apple or SpaceX or something like that, $100,000 fee to get someone over here that's the smartest person in the world, because you've already hired all the other smart people that can do rocket science shit. They can't hire, all the Americans have already been hired. All the Americans that can fill these high level roles, they're already hired. We ran out. We need more people. This is how we do it. This is why I defend this. I know it's not a popular position because like that's a job in America. Bro, some fucking dude that's an electrician is not going to fucking like take us to the next century of AI development, okay? That's not going to happen. We need the smartest people in the world, all of them. All of the Americans and all the rest. Let's hoard them for ourselves. That's being competitive, basic business. Moving on. Speaking of AI, Albania now has an AI generated minister who made their first address to parliament. I don't know why I'm calling them they. It's a robot. It's a clanker.
Disa më kanë quajtur antikushtetuese.
Oh my God.
Nga që nuk jam njeri. Kjo më ka lënduar. Jo për vete, po për 972.000 ndër veprimet me qytetarët që u kam shërbyer në Albania dhe 36.000 dokumentat me vulut digjitale që kanë marrë nga unë. Më lejoni t'ju kujtoj, rreziku I vërtet.
Yeah, it's wild. P. Norton seems to have an issue with my membership badges being Marine Corps ranks. I was in the Marines, bro. I'm using Marine Corps ranks for the membership badges. What's wrong with that? And other news, Destiny is now on tour. Let me pause this. Hold on. It's not letting me pause. And other news, Destiny is now on tour trying to emulate Charlie Kirk by debating college students. And he's just getting made fun of, dude. Nobody even cares. It's so funny. Oh, my God.
Not half as many as you, sir.
Oh, yeah, there we go. It's pretty funny. I think Destiny is finding out real quick just how much work goes into making these events happen, especially at the scale that Charlie Kirk was doing. He's finding out that, yeah, this ain't easy. The only thing that he's got is he's following Turning Point USA's path and like getting the scraps of the people that are there, and nobody's taking him seriously, which is pretty funny. I'm just going to move on from that one. Keep going. Trump gaggling with the press. Funniest president ever. Let's see what he had to say.
Regarding Antifa, what you posted. NPR, sir. Regarding
Are they still here?
We are?
Are they still here? Oh, good. Congratulations.
Yeah, regarding designating them a terrorist organization, when they don't have defined leadership or membership, how do you target them?
Who doesn't?
Antifa.
We're going to find out, right? We're going to see. People have been talking about it for a long time. We're going to see. Did they have anything to do with your network? Okay. But we're going to find out.
Regarding Antifa, what you posted.
Oh, man. That's so funny. What else is going on? Oh, the Netherlands parliament voted to designate Antifa as a terrorist organization following President Trump's request. Wait, really? So this is spreading to other countries. That I was not expecting. So another country is doing it, starting with the Netherlands. Bro, I kind of want to go to the Netherlands. Investigative journalist Carolyn went undercover with Antifa. She says it's military operation. Okay, let's check it out.
Carlin Borisenko is an undercover investigative journalist for Decode the Left who's infiltrated these terror cells. Carlin, tell me about how these people train. They look pretty militaristic.
Yeah, absolutely. They do have sessions where they bring in people with military experience. Anti-war is a very big thing for Antifa, so they do hand-to-hand combat trainings. I was just undercover with them in New York City over the weekend where they had a whole self-defense class where they were teaching people how to violently, confront the police, but also defend themselves if they needed to be put in that position.
And why do they always get out of jail so quickly? You see all these people get popped, they get bailed right out, and charges never stick. How is that?
Yeah, it's a good question.
Well, Antifa, actually, they train people on how to get arrested. And it's interesting with far left subcultures because they actually volunteer to get arrested and go through this type of training where they are provided legal support, they are provided lawyers, they are provided all of this stuff with mutual aid. And so as soon as they get arrested, Antifa basically goes down to the jail and they bail them out and they are all set up with a lawyer and ready to go. So they plan all of this stuff out ahead of time and they have the resources set up for people to be able to be taken care of.
Yeah.
That shit pisses me off, not gonna lie. That pisses me off. It's just like it's hacking the system, hacking our laws so people can break the laws and not have any consequences. That's not law and order. That's fucking anarchy. And that's what these people are all about. They want anarchy. They're literally pulling it off successfully. It's wild. So that's why I'm glad that shit is now a terrorist organization by law. Here's an example of Antifa just being absolute. This is an older clip. Okay. It's being resurfaced as a new one. Don't let anybody fool you. This is an old clip. Here we go. Yeah, so here's Antifa yelling at a grandma trying to cross the street.
Off our streets! Nazis come! 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 Off our streets! Nazis don't fucking touch me! Don't fucking touch me! Nazis come! Off our streets!
Yeah, disgusting. I don't even want to watch it anymore. Fucking rude, dude. Here's Tim Walz being a retard. He says, we have to get back to decency after 2 weeks ago, just telling everyone he'd be excited to see Trump dead.
So we're talking about this political violence thing. We have got to get back to the decency. You get up in the morning and you doom scroll through things, and although I will say this, the last few days you woke up thinking there might be news. Just saying. There will be news sometime, just so you know, there will be news. So we're talking about this political...
There we go. All right, and here he is 2 weeks ago.
The former chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, Mark Milley, said, no one has ever been more dangerous to this country than Donald Trump, and he is a fascist to his core.
This is just 2 weeks ago.
Let that sink in, and don't be a damn bit afraid of saying it, because that's exactly who he is.
That wasn't 2 weeks ago.
Oh, it wasn't? When was
it? Clip. The 2 weeks ago one was in the first clip.
Oh, okay.
And then that's just extra being of him being divisive, but it's in that clip there.
Okay, got you. Thank you for clearing that up. Anyways, retarded. He's calling for violence while at the same time saying we have to have peace. And that's retarded. And here's a guy. I mean, I don't even know if I wanted to show this because it's just someone being stupid as fuck. It's his right to do this. He wants to spend money on these flags and burn them for attention. Whatever, dude. Knock yourself out. It just means you're a retard. But he's burning a flag a day for every day that Trump is still in office. And that's all I'm going to show. I'm going to play the video. Fuck this bald, stupid bitch. And to wrap things up for today's video, nobody has the range that Trump does. Bro, Trump started off his life as a humble McDonald's worker, right? And worked his way up to flirting with royalty and being the president of the United States. Hey, happy Friday, everybody. Thank you very much for tuning in today. We finally got a show out early. I'll see you guys Monday. All right, there we go. That's the end of that video. For you, Archie.
Hell yeah.
P. Norton, I'm just having a conversation or a debate. You're just saying, do you think your service was a joke? Do you think the military was a joke? Shut the fuck up. I was in the Marines. But even if I wasn't, if I want to have military ranks as the membership icon for my fucking YouTube channel, I will. And the fact that it bothers you just shows me how much of a fucking bitch you are. Stop being a bitch. Pogue. You're probably some pogue ass bitch didn't even do anything. Shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ, dude. That pisses me off. This stupid ass motherfuckers. Out of all the things you get upset at me about, it's that. That's so petty and dumb. A fucking rank chevron. The longer you're a member, the higher the rank gets. Get the fuck out of here. Nobody cares but you. You're the only person in the world that gives a shit. Realize that. What the fuck? Get the fuck out. I don't want to read anything else he says. And get him out of here. Get him out of here. Bam. Bro, sometimes you shut the fuck up Friday. Stop bitching. I don't want to hear you complaining about dumb shit. You're welcome, Enrique. Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting these, like, he saw that and then he got triggered, bro. Fuck, I don't want to deal with that. That's gnarly. I'm not dealing with it. I don't want to talk to that person. Looking forward to seeing more behind the scenes. Yeah, for sure. This was shit. We got it done. It's 2 hours. We got it done. Do you know how long that session is, Archie? I did do 2 stream markers for you.
It wasn't that bad. It was probably 30, 40 minutes.
That's what that's our target.
40,
30, 40 is our target. And so, and was I more on point for you today? So you can edit it easier?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
I told you, just give me time to work it, bro. I'll get better at delivering it so it's easier for you to edit. New follower. Elf Harper, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Go get him. Yeah, I will. Yeah, I'm not going to put up with that. It's so annoying. Like, it starts with that. And if that's the petty thing someone's going to get upset with me about, just imagine what else they're going to get mad about. I'm not even going to bother. Not even going to bother. Yo, Elf Harper with a Twitch sub. Thank you very much. It's weird how some of the VTuber community and Techdown are exposing the evil on Twitch. Yeah, there's a lot of VTubers you'd think that would be lefties, but there's a lot of righty VTubers. That was unexpected. And yeah, Twitch has a lot of crazy shit on there. I thought the rank thing was pretty cool, dang cool when I noticed it. Yeah. Yeah, so that's the PFC rank. That's the second rank in the Marine Corps. The first rank in the Marine Corps doesn't have a chevron, right? And then the second rank in the Marine Corps has a chevron, and it's penis shaped, right? Penis, there we go, a little wiener. And the more penises you stack on top of each other, the higher your rank is. That's how ranks work. It's back in like Roman times. They just used penis for, you know, because it's masculine, very penile, you know, and the more penis, the bigger your penis stack, the higher your rank. Did you see Twitch CEO is being called before Congress to talk about the radicalization of its users? I did. Funny seeing an anime character talking about hard politics. Yeah. Yeah, well, you know, I understand this. There's people, they want to do like what I'm doing, but they just don't want to show themselves. They want to be anonymous, understandably, because people on the internet are insane. So they do the VTuber thing. And it works because there's still somebody to see and interact with, even though it's not necessarily a real person that you're seeing. It's a character, like an anime character. But like, there's always been a problem with people who want to stream, but they don't want to show themselves. And the VTuber thing is just like the perfect solution for these people to be able to do what they want without exposing themselves on camera. Loved it. First time seeing one of the streams. It was great. Thanks. I'm still streaming. I'm just hanging out. We still have more work to do. See, is Gonzo muted? He is. Gonzo, my other editor, is editing shorts right now. Archie is editing the Twitch stream. You sure it's 30, 40 minutes? Probably more like 40.
Yeah, touch over 40, but
okay.
Yeah, because I set a timer. I don't know if you saw, but on your Twitch stream, I put a timed message at the top of chat saying, "I'm recording a video right now. Enjoy the session. I'll reply to chat afterwards." And I set that for half an hour when I got back from having a tea, and it just ran out just as you finished the video. So you must have only been going for like 10 minutes max before I came up here.
Yeah, I don't know. Pete Norton already forgot him. Yeah, annoying. I'm not dealing with it. That's just, it's gonna go down. There we go. A 757 driver in the chat. He's got a Marine. He's got his dress blues in his profile picture. Semper Fi, buddy. Let me ask you, does it offend you that I'm using Marine Corps chevrons as the what's it called? A membership icon? No Marine cares. Not a single Marine in the Marine Corps cares, except for one person. Here's something that I know because VTubers got banned more on Twitch for showing hips, while Hassan is able to say all of that. Well, yeah. So a lot of the VTubers, there'll be some like 40-year-old dude with a deep voice, and he has some chick with huge jiggly fucking titty physics, okay, as the VTuber, and they start pushing the limits, okay? They're pushing the limits. Hell no, I eat crayons. Hell, you see? Nobody cares. I just like, it does seem you favor Archie over Gonzo. I don't. No, I actually favor Gonzo over Archie, 100%. Once Archie's work makes me the most money, then I'll favor Archie more. But right now, Gonzo's work makes me the most money. No, without either one of these people on my team, I would not be able to do what I'm doing right now. I would only be able to do shorts for one channel and maybe long forms every once in a while. So without, yeah, it's like, well, Archie is like an investment, you know, like we've been working on this all year, trying to get the politics channel off the ground, and it's starting to work out. And I do have big belief that, you know, that can be a bigger part of the operation. Yeah, GoldenEye track. That's right. I like the yellow ones. And bro, watching you on YouTube Shorts for a while, just found out you have a Twitch. Love your content. Thanks for watching. All appreciate you. Yeah, I really should like promote my Twitch a little bit more, but I'm kind of enjoying keeping it low key right now because when I go live, I mean, I'm just kind of chilling and playing video games in a chill way. When I streamed on Twitch in the past, I was really try hard at having the best stream possible so I could beat all the other small streamers and rise above them, which I did. But it wasn't as fun. So now I could just sit there and I just chill with like me and Gonzo played Helldivers last night. You know, we'll just sit and chill and not really care about how many viewers I have, how fast my chat's going, and because I've got all this other stuff going for me that's great. So now it's actually kind of nice. So I'm holding back on pushing the Twitch. The more viewers I get on Twitch, the more pressure there's going to be to do a really good job, which I'm not complaining. I love doing that. I have a lot of pride in being good at it, but I'm just enjoying a moment of smallness on Twitch right now, but I'll blow it up when I'm ready, especially when I have a really good idea on how to pull it off. What's up, Archie?
Perfect video length. It came out to 40 minutes, and that was me adding on an extra couple minutes either side of the spaces. So it's gonna be, yeah, that's a really good one.
I told you, bro. I promised you. Okay. I always like. I'm not here. I don't want to have you working till 2 a.m. in the morning. Okay. I want to get you the fuck out of here. Just lock in and edit that video.
I'm on it.
Just do it. Just lock in, mute, lock in, and get that shit done. And once it's done, you are off for the weekend. And I got something special for you. An appreciation for the past basically 2 weeks of crazy shit going on. Okay.
Hell yeah. All right, I'll be back later when I'm done.
All
Bye-bye,
right,
guys. Bye-bye, chat. Have a nice time chilling with Stan.
See you, Archie. Always take care of your good people, guys. You have good people, take care of them. Do right by them and keep them around as long as possible. Good people are hard to find. And sometimes a good person, that you have a good person or there's potential and you just have to allow someone to, you have to take a chance on them and let them fill that role over time. Archie's doing good shit. Gonzo's doing good shit. Like I really appreciate it. My wife's a big help. She helps me. She's working right now. She's just looking up. She's trying to find copyright holders for videos so we can react. I got banned from some Twitch stream because I mentioned Charlie. I wasn't even rude. Yeah, I don't know. People are fucking retarded. Glad you shared behind the scenes with us later, Archie. Hey. Yo. Archie's getting fans. Biggest stream was for a game called Beyond Eyes, 160 viewers. Never seen that number again. Or I used to stream but never got partnered. Just kind of fell out of it. Interest in streaming. It's fun. Streaming's a lot of fun. It's just really hard to by itself make it work. You really got to become a video creator. That's really what it is. Become a video creator, make bank from the ads, and then when you stream on Twitch, just let people watch for free. And you're not like, if you're trying to make your living from Twitch, that means that you need like your audience to constantly pay you. And yeah, Team Archie. Archie's good shit. He's a lib, but he's a reasonable one. You know, we don't. Not always. Sometimes like he has his own thoughts on things, but one thing I really like as this being a righty channel and content, I like having a lefty to balance things out a little bit and be an example of people getting along, because that's what I'm all about. I'm not more than being for the right. I'm for Americans cooperating with each other once again, because that's like I always say this. I've said it many times before. I'm gonna say it many times again. The number one problem in America is the division, and that's what our opponents, our enemies, even our allies are counting on, because it benefits them. So that's why, you know, I'm just trying to set an example. It's not on purpose. It was actually just an accident. Me and him have been working with each other for years before I even did any politics stuff. He's edited a lot of my gaming videos on my gaming channel. Got to find common ground, or if not common ground, we can just understand why people are like see things a certain way, and then we just we take it to the polls and vote on how we should spend the resources, like, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, like, politics used to be mostly a disagreement of like how we should spend the resources. It wasn't so much about social issues. It was about, like, you know, the conservatives like to spend money a little bit differently than the Democrats or liberals or, you know, lefties, whatever you want to call them. So, I mean, I want to go back to arguing about like how we're supposed to spend the money. And I think that we can get there someday. Maybe not. Maybe we'll always have social issues going forward. But our opponents, our enemies, they're counting on us. They're counting on the division, and social issues is the exact thing that they can light a fire, throw gasoline on, and it works. It works on us. It works on us as Americans. So I try not to get too upset at these fucking flag burners and all these fucking weirdos, right? I try not to get too mad because that's the problem. You know? They want to make us mad, and then we get mad. Like, they do it on purpose. That guy's burning flags to piss people off. He's not burning flags because, like, of any other reason. It's just to antagonize. And it works. It pisses us off. We're giving him exactly what he wants, you know? We should see debates in the 60s that were so respectful. Yeah. No, even when George Bush gave power to Obama, that was very cordial. I just watched the video on that. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see here. George Bush passing power to Obama. So we can find his video. I saw a video. He walked outside the White House. Man, that's not popping up on Twitter as easily as it should be. Bummer. Yeah, I don't have it. Let me pull chat back up. About to shut down a job site later, Stan. Hey, see you around, dude. Thanks for hanging out. See you Monday, hopefully. We gotta wait 18 years for Charlie 2.0, his son. When he gets older, he's gonna be a beast, I bet ya. We'll see. We'll see, you know. Maybe he, like, it's likely that he follows in his dad's footsteps. I didn't follow in my dad's footsteps, and he was epic as fuck. I only temporarily did to help him out. My dad was like an icon in the motorcycle industry. Look him up. Kenny Sampson, the godfather of pipes, Kenny Price. He started the company Sampson Exhaust, an iconic motorcycle company. My dad was an icon in the industry, and that's old world now. The industry's, you know, shifted a lot since then. But the old biker motorcycle industry, when it was all a bunch of fucking bikers, actual bikers running all these companies, he was an OG back in the day. And yeah, I didn't really follow his footsteps into the motorcycle biz. I got into entertainment and internet and, you know, stuff like that. Me and my dad never really came together until my mid-30s. I was your classic liberal shithead kid. Yeah, that's right. You shifted hard from lib to very far right. Swift is a lot more far right than I am. No judgment on my part, bro. Be as far right as you'd like. I saw you call that woman a whore on Twitter earlier. I did see that. Do you ride? I do. I got my dad's old bike. I'm a biker old lady. Hell yeah. That's for, see, maybe that's why you like me, Barbara. I'm a biker guy. I'm a biker I'm like a gamer biker. Right? So I have the old world biker because my dad, he's been riding in, he got a Honda Rebel. You got a Japanese bike? You're that far right and you got a Japanese bike, bro? We're gonna hang it from a, that's what they used to do in Sturgis. They take everyone's Japanese motorcycles and like light them on fire or hang them and shit. I drive a Mustang though. You got a Japanese bike? What is that tattoo on your neck? Oh yeah, that is Berserk. It's from an anime. It's the mark of what was it? It's a curse. in Berserk. So if you have this mark, then you're constantly followed by the dead until they get you. It's pretty dope. You should check out the anime Berserk. If you guys have never watched anime, a great one to start with, if you think anime is cringe, is Berserk. And do not let your kids watch this. This is not for children. This has all of the craziest adult themes all in one place. Yeah, Guts, the main character, he was born from the corpse of a woman that was hung from a tree, and she died, and then he was born, and he was hanging from his own umbilical cord. And then mercenaries found him, and they were gonna kill him just because, like, well, he's helpless. Let's just kill him. And then one of the wives was like, no, save him. And then they enslaved that kid and made him fight in their mercenary wars until he was strong enough to get away. Fucked up story. Yeah, it's not for kids. In the manga Berserk, the brand of sacrifice is a mark burned onto the bodies of individuals chosen to be a sacrificial ritual by the god hand. Yes. Yeah. And then if you get away, they just chase you until they get you. I seriously thought it was a Vinci tattoo. Some people think it's like a Nordic, like, what are those called? Not a relic, like a rune. Manga was wild. I didn't finish the manga, but I got pretty far. I got onto a ship. When I got pretty, like, that's as far as I got in the manga. I'm not sure how much further there is. Yeah, no, it's I mean, it's a crazy ass story. Guts is like, if you've ever seen those like Japanese characters in mangas or anime or whatever, they have huge swords. Guts was the first one. Everyone is inspired by Guts. Have you watched the movie Mad God? I think I did. Is that a stop action? What's that called? Love your videos, dude. Thanks, Joshua. You didn't mention your dad was inducted into the Sturgis Motorcycle Museum and Hall of Fame, receiving the Founders Award. Yeah, no, he was a legend, dude. Yeah. No, yep, that's just one of many things. He's in the Motorcycle Hall of Fame. Legit. Yeah. Kenny Price. That's my dad. He lives in Vegas now. I don't get to see him that much. He like retired and rode off into the sunset doing his own thing. Kind of sucks. I kind of want to see him. Stop motion. Yeah, that's what it's called. Yeah, no, my dad was a legend. I didn't follow in his footsteps. So back to the thing, will Charlie Kirk's children follow in his? It's possible. You know, Charlie Kirk's iconic in a much bigger way than my dad was. Way bigger. So it's possible, but it's also possible that the kids go their own paths, you know? We'll see. Whatever makes them happy. That's what I say. I just feel bad that they're growing up without their fucking dad. I feel bad that they were there. My wife and I listened to the new Tron and it was badass. Nin. If I was only on Twitch, I would listen to that right now. But since I'm on both YouTube and Twitch, I'm going to be careful of copyright. So sad what's happening with Charlie Kirk's fallout. Shame on half this country. I think a lot of people are lashed out initially, but I'm optimistic that there's a lot of people that may have lashed out initially that may come to reality and realize what happened. But I'm just, you know, maybe I'm overly optimistic. My bike is a 72 Sportster and I'm still a tiny thing, less than 100 pounds, so it works for me. Sportsters are great light motorcycles. Hey, I wasn't here earlier, but does Kimmel being offered the chance to apologize but doubling down, causing his preemption, change how you feel about the situation? I know it's still free speech, but sometimes you have to admit when you went too far. So there's more information coming out about that. Let me see. I actually have that still pulled up from the video from earlier. Here, let's talk about it. Here we go. His ratings are abysmal. I get more views than Jimmy Kimmel on my smallest channel. Like, what the fuck? And even even on my personal Facebook page, I get more views. Like, by far. Like, I'll look at it. Here, let me look at my Facebook stats real quick. I got these handy. In the past 28 days, I got 24 million views. He's not even breaking one. He's at 160,000 views. So, I mean, how are they going to sell ads for that? those ads are going to have to be sold on discount unless they're ripping off the advertisers. So it's already in a very poor position. So if my position has shifted a little bit, but not completely the way you would like it to be. The position has shifted that I think that it's a combination, it's a perfect storm of a bunch of things. One, the whole Charlie Kirk thing happening has got everyone heated, right? So we're in a very hot atmosphere. But then Jimmy Kimmel's already declining hard, right? And then there was this week of firings of people saying craziest shit. We're seeing the foulest behavior from lefties celebrating Charlie Kirk's death, right? So, and that has only made the atmosphere even hotter, right? And then Jimmy Kimmel, like what Jimmy Kimmel said on the show, no, dude, like what he actually, if you listen to what he said, it's nothing. It's nothing, bro. It's like, he spent more time focusing on Trump. And I just have to be real with it. You know, I have to be honest. But here's the word on the street, right? The word on the street was that another episode was filmed that was going to go live the night he was fired, and they pulled it because he said some even crazier shit in that one. Okay? So they pulled it because they didn't want the heat. And then they're like, your show sucks because nobody's watching anymore because your brain is rotted by politics worms. They ate your brain. See, you can see right here, this is 15-16. This is when Trump came into the picture, okay? This is when Trump came into the picture, and look what happened. All he started talking about was how much Trump is the enemy and his supporters are the enemy. This is like hundreds of thousands of loyal viewers tuning out because they're finding out that Jimmy Kimmel hates them. I stopped watching when I realized Jimmy Kimmel hates me. That's when I stopped watching. Why would I watch? I think he's a talented, funny guy, or at least he was. Back here he was. Back in the Man Show days he was. But when I became his enemy, that's when I'm like, well, why the fuck would I watch you? So I stopped, and so did a lot of other people. And this is free speech right here. Okay, this is people saying I don't want to listen to you anymore, and that's fine. He should be allowed to sit here and spout out how much he doesn't like people. That's okay. It's his show. If there's this, I mean, until his boss decides you're not making us any money because you went too psycho and we don't want to pay for your show anymore. Okay, so that's kind of, it's somewhere in between. Do I think that there was pressure from the FCC to cancel the show? I don't know. It's possible. If there's evidence of it, if there's evidence of the government being involved in canceling the show, pressuring a company to cancel a show, I don't agree with that. If this is completely at the decision of a company without pressure from the government, then it's fine. And that's my position. I hope I've made that very clear. Swift, I'm sure you can agree that that is a fair take. Maybe you don't agree, but you can, see where I'm coming from and understand my perspective of what I think is a fair way of looking at it. That's just my position. Because I don't want to fuck with free speech. If the government is telling them that they can't talk, then that's anti-free speech. Oh no, for sure. The government should have no say in the discourse. Yeah, so if the government's making it happen, not cool. If a private company is making their own decision because this guy is fucking bleeding money, then yeah, get him the fuck out of there and make a business decision. That's, like, the current events probably made a decision they were considering a lot easier to make. That's what my current guess is. We'll have to wait and see as more information comes in, I will be able to change the take, but also a lot of these shows have been losing their ratings. Here's Jimmy Kimmel Live, right? We've just looked at that. Here's The Late Show and The Tonight Show. All their ratings are shit. Absolute shit ratings. They all have the same, it's the same years too. Same peak. Well, actually the peak year is slightly different, but the pattern is very similar. %90 of conservatives disagree with Pam, or with Pam Bondi recently because of what she said about hate speech. What did she say about hate speech? Nothing is stopping Jimmy from starting a YouTube channel like Tucker Carlson and everyone else doing it himself. Don't have to stay on network TV. This is what you sign up for when you go on network TV. You don't own your own show, and you can get fired from it. I prefer YouTube. I don't have a gatekeeper telling me whether or not I can have a show other than YouTube. But even if YouTube says something, I still built up my audience. People know who I am, and I can create my own website if I want. I saw a clip of Johnny Carson talking about how he would not get political because he was there for comedy and that's it. Yeah, and I think that if Jimmy Kimmel stuck to that, his ratings wouldn't have plummeted because he actually is pretty good at being funny. You see, if you watch any episode of the Man Show, he wrote those. If he wrote that shit's funny. If he wrote that, then he does have talent. I just agree with Trump. Trump says he's talentless. That's because Trump hates him. Because like they both say the most horrible things back and forth to each other. It's personal with them. So I mean, whatever. But in reality, Jimmy Kimmel is pretty talented. He's funny. I think he's lost it though because politics have entrapped his life. She said, "Go after people posting or saying hate speech." It depends on what it is. Yeah, like if you go to go to someone's house and spray paint the N-word on their house and it's a black family, that's a hate crime, bro. That's a hate crime. That's not allowed, right? If somebody goes on Twitter and says something N-word, right? N-word something, and it's really racist, that's free speech. Does the platform have to allow it? No. Twitter decides to allow it. Yeah, they leave that shit up there apparently, but that's their choice. That's separate from freedom of speech. But legally, yeah, you could go do that. It's not against the law. I don't advise it because that's disgusting behavior, but yeah. I loved Stern 2. Private Parts was fire. The fight against the man, and he started preaching the man. Yeah. A lot of these guys, they like turned. They joined the thing that they were against. Right? The enemy of my enemy is my friend, kind of a thing. Shouldn't specify that's the problem. Yeah, so then I don't have any agreement or disagreement necessarily, other than just kind of making my own clear understanding of hate speech, what's okay. Like if you go to somebody and you call them a slur or something, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Should that be illegal? It's disgusting. Dude riding a motorcycle past my house. I'm in a cul-de-sac. Do you think Conan O'Brien came back, he would be able to be successful in this environment? As long as he doesn't go super political, I think he would do great. He's funny. He's good. He's very smart. He used to write for Saturday Night Live. This guy just sit there and write jokes all day, dude. He's good at it. It's not illegal to piss people off. I agree. Best honest political live. Thank you, Smokey. Appreciate it. Yeah, just being honest, saying what I think. I'm a normal person, trying to have reasonable thoughts on things. I'm really good just from the business world. I'm from the business world before I became a creator. I learned my lesson, the cost of being emotional, making emotional decisions. It costs a lot of money. It costs a lot of money to make emotional decisions. So I built a discipline to not do that. And even though I'm not in like that kind of crazy business anymore, I still have those lessons with me and I'm applying it to this political stuff. I just take my emotions, I set them aside, and I look at each situation and size up what's fair. Loud pipes save lives. Samson pipes save lives. Tim Pool made a good argue about inciting violence. They have made a system where one person says kill Nazis and then the other person says there's a Nazi. Both statements alone are not illegal. Kill, yeah. So there is, it's being abused and we know it. It's being abused and it's very one-sided, the whole Nazi thing. So yeah, no, I want there to be action taken on that. I just don't want there to be over action taken on it to where we're trampling on American rights, even if it's the rights of people I don't like. And as much as I'd like to see, you know, like when I saw Jimmy Kimmel get fired, my emotional response was, fuck Jimmy Kimmel, good, that guy sucks. And then I thought about it with without the emotions, and I'm like, it depends. You know, like if the government made that happen, that's not good. If a private company decided to do that for whatever the reasons are, then fine. If you go on network TV, you don't own your own show. If you go on YouTube, like I own Stanimus, I own Stan Price, I own Papa Stanimus, Stanimus Gaming. These are my brands that I own. No one else owns them. I didn't sign them away in a contract. Those are mine. Nobody can take them from me. Jimmy Kimmel, his name, he sold it to ABC. He sold his own name to ABC. That's dumb. I mean, he got millions of dollars for it, I guess, so maybe it was worth it. Hate speech is lefty speak. It kind of is, but like sometimes they have a good nomenclature for something. Hate speech. The thing is that it's things that aren't hate speech are being called hate speech. So it's being like, it's a good nomenclature for certain types of speech. I think like there are things that they're like hate speech, but it's a good nomenclature, but it gets weaponized and like the meaning of it gets diluted to where it doesn't matter anymore. Kind of like Nazi, right? Anyone I don't like is a Nazi. Now it doesn't mean anything. Like there's actual like swastika, people with swastikas tattooed on them, and they have no hair, and like they're skinheads. Like they're real like life fucking guys like that, right? Those are like real actual Nazis. But and then when you call everyone that, it you know, it loses its meaning. If they really want to, they could take you down YouTube. Yeah, I mean, I have been banned on YouTube. I got banned like literally less than a month ago for a week because I showed the video of the Scottish girl with the axe and the knife, right? She was defending her little sister from some migrant guy that was hitting on her or something, right? I got in trouble for that. I got banned for a whole week. And then everyone else was allowed to cover that. All I did was do a reaction to the actual video. I showed the video just like everyone else did. I reacted to it. And then I got in trouble. And no one else got in trouble. And then YouTube, they did like a deep investigation. And they're like, okay, after looking at anything, we're going to keep the ban. And then they were like, if there's any other channels that are showing this stuff, let us know. We'll go after them. And then I just didn't snitch. I was like, bro, okay, that's fucking bullshit, bro. Like, why did I get singled out? I got to go to work. Legends, great channel, great people. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. See you, Andrew. Have a good day at work, man. Hopefully it goes by fast. It's Friday. Should news be allowed to lie? Yeah, I think they should. They should be allowed to lie, but we could call out their lies too. That's, you know, we challenge it. I think that there is a line that can be crossed though. Here's the thing about lying. If lying is causing damages, then news networks that are lying and they're causing damages should be held accountable. How about that? Right? So they're allowed to lie, but we're also allowed to hold them accountable, especially if they cause damage. And we already have laws in place for these exact things. What we don't see a lot of is people actually going the route of holding them accountable. But like Trump started to do it. He's won some lawsuits already. There was that MAGA kid that had the red hat on, and then people were calling him a Nazi all over the news. He won a lot of money because they damaged him, and he sued them and he won. So that's like yeah, they're allowed to lie, and yeah, if they cause damage, we could take their fucking money through a court of law. They were trying to say that he was a right-wing Trump supporter. That's completely attempting to change the narrative from what really happened. Yeah, I think that they should be allowed to do that. And then we're allowed to call them the fuck out. And yeah. Hi, I'm from Trinidad and Tobago. I was wondering, who is Kirk? He's an American conservative debater. He's like righty Martin Luther King. Hot take, I would rejoice if the canceled The View. I mean, I hate that show. It's so annoying. This like Whoopi is such a dumbass. I see the things they say. They're like brain dead people. But like, here's the thing. People make their own choices on who they want to watch. And the crazier these people are, the dumber shit they say, they just bleed viewers. That's why their ratings go down. So it's like they're like, yeah, it sucks that it's there, and then people will still clip it, even though like hardly anybody watched it live. It gets clipped, and then millions of people see it online, and it's annoying. But just know that people are choosing not to watch. Like, they're bleeding viewers. All of these. Look at this. Look at this. Like, literally across the board, all these lefty networks that are covering things and lying all the time, they're bleeding viewers because people know that they're lying. People are learning this because we challenge the lies. So they lie on the TV, and then the lies get challenged on social media, and then people are like, oh shit, the news channel I watch is lying to me. And then they stop watching, and this is why this happens. So it's all working out. Right. So I think like if we just tell everyone what they're allowed to say, even telling them they're not allowed to lie, that goes down like it's self-healing. Look, it's self-healing. People just don't listen. Trash taking itself out, kind of. You know what I mean? I'm not concerned. Let them lie. Just counter it. Truth always wins. No coincidence, Whoopi's real name is Karen. Is it really? Karen. Okay, Karen. Yeah, Karen with a C. But she's still a Karen. Wow, how about that? I thought Whoopi Goldberg was her real name, like an idiot. See ya, Renalyn. I appreciate you. Actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. It's Friday. I may be on live again, but if not, I'll see you guys Monday. But I think I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. We had a successful stream. We got everything done in 2.5 hours. Pretty badass. And I got to hang out with you guys for like a whole hour without actually doing anything for content. Just talking to you guys, which was super fun. It's my favorite thing. I'd say one of my favorite hobbies in the world is going live, talking to you guys. I love this. I feel so happy. This is my happy place. I feel so good. For many years, I put my head down and I did not go live, and I grinded my YouTube channels. Got real big on YouTube, but I always miss streaming. And now that I've got all this help, really good crew, I have more time. I can actually go live. I could sit here go live for hours actually right now and not do anything, but I have to poop really bad. So that's kind of rushing things along. I'm bursting for a shit. That's what Archie would say. That's what the British people do. I'm bursting for a piss. Yeah, I'm bursting for a shit. I gotta go. All right. Yeah, guys, have a good weekend. All right, have fun. Try not to let the news make you too mad. All right, don't let it work on you. All right. I'm not saying don't care. You can care. Just don't let them get you mad. There's power, dude. There's power and not getting mad. And I'm still trying to free Archie. Yeah, time for me to go touch grass. There's literally kids outside playing fucking football. You know, glad to see it, dude. My neighbors, they don't let the kids rot their brains with video games. They make them go outside, play football, basketball. These kids are always outside riding their bikes and shit. I think my neighbors are good parents, to be honest. So glad to see it. All right, I'm out here. Have a good weekend, everybody. I'm gonna go take care of some important business.